can't let anyone enjoy this song for more than 8 seconds. Who are these psychopaths watching an hours-long video for the primary purpose of hearing 9 to 20 seconds of a song? Hello, everybody. Hello, Derek. Hello, Suma.
Hello.
Well, this is going to be quite a treat for the viewers. This stream wasn't even going to happen. Then Suma said she was available. And then Derek surprised us all by finishing packing early before his summer camp.
Pretty much, yeah. You got it right.
Hi, Tori. Hi, Baba. Hi, Route Irish.
He's hoping to get into the
Hoping
Weebles,
to go to space camp.
No, the Weebles camp cabin this year, but I don't know. He might be stuck in the gopher
Weebles cabin.
Yes, we are going to do more Casey calls. We are going to start where we picked up with call 7. I've got 8, 9, and 10 ready to go, and I made some side-by-sides with Casey and Lauren, so we don't have to just stare at the single image that the creator of the original content put with his videos. But we get, we're starting to get into Lauren's real life people that he interacts with, like his probation officers and his counselors, and everyone is starting to hear about him reconnecting with Casey, and they are not having it at all. Or they're like, this is a terrible idea. So, yeah. Anything further you guys want to add before we go?
Let's do it.
All right.
With Bryce today.
Well,
Bryce is his probation officer,
Probation
right?
officer.
Okay, yeah.
the picture that I sent you with me in bed with no shirt on.
No, I did not cut my hair. My hair's in a man bun. I can lower it, I guess. We'll see.
He wanted to discuss that. I said, "What's there to discuss?" I said, "I didn't show any of my private parts." I said, "I showed my."
If you don't like duck lip kissy photos, you are going to hate this montage, because there are so many duck lip kissy photos. I don't even know if I've ever sent it. I might have sent one as a joke one time, but every time in his photos, he's yeah, he showed his upper part. Yeah.
Yeah, he never sent Cas3y any nudes.
Well, because he knew he was being monitored, right?
Oh, I thought it was because Cas3y didn't want it.
I don't think she wanted it, but he lost the pedophone, or the burner pedophone, right? And they have the stuff for the monitoring. And I think it's just because it's early on that they remind him, like, hey, why are you sending these photos? I have no doubt that he would have gotten many rooster pics out to Casey. Yeah.
My upper part.
Oh, Cornhole Three-Way says he sent a picture of his erection through his jeans.
Nice.
Because what that's so sexy, right? I know that's what you want to get, Suma. Anytime you meet a new guy, like, hey, I hope he sends me a picture of an erection through his pants.
I mean, I'll take any picture involving,
Parts.
the lower part.
I said, "There's nothing wrong with that."
So is he looking at everything we're saying to each other?
Well, I think they see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whatever is on my screen. I found out basically what the problem is, because he wants me to have a healthy relationship.
What does he have in his mouth here? Do you know?
Oh, that's not the egg.
Disgusting. Also,
I don't know.
It looks like it could be a bunch of cigarettes, but then you look closer, it's not.
it looks like
clumped together.
like a what's that crunch and munch stuff? Like that.
Oh,
yeah.
You
peanut
know?
butter, or okay,
Yeah, like popcorn stuck
kettle corn
together.
with.
Yeah, but wouldn't that break his teeth?
I don't know. I mean, like,
It's in
That's
his
probably
truck.
not what it is, but
Pedo kibble, yeah.
Pedo kibble. Rob Sop is right. It's pedo kibble.
Has all the nutrients a pedo needs.
all the nutrients for a growing pedo.
Yeah. Like Flintstones vitamins.
Yeah, Flintstones vitamins. Yeah,
He sees that that I've been having all this stuff to do with these people from the Church of God, and even though Jamie didn't have anything to do with the Church of God,
or
but
kissy lips.
She knew the other people that were involved in that, and there's them, and then there's you that had to do with this thing.
Yeah.
So it's like he's connecting all that
Technically,
and thinking that because I'm having to do something to do with all these people, that I'm not having something healthy. And I told him, I said, you know, Bryce, I said she's 36 years old now. I said she's not playing. I said I can't blame her for what I did wrong. And I said I can't. Well, then I told him about Chris Hansen, about Chris emailing me. I told him, I said, I asked, I told Chris that if he talked to Casey, and then to give her my emails so that I can apologize to her. And he said that's probably not even Chris Hansen. That's probably not even the real Casey Morrow. I said,
whoa, what? Bryce doesn't think it's really Casey Morrow this time?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's just jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Jealousy.
Yeah. What
Bryce
else
is
is
jealous that Lorne is going to get the love of his life this time around, and he's going to prove everyone wrong, and we're all going to look stupid. Yeah, Bryce is jaded. That's right.
Bitter.
Bryce, I got their IDs. I said I won't talk to anybody anymore without their IDs, so that way I know that it's them that I'm talking to. Because of what happened before with Winnie pretending to be you, and actually that idea came from my other probation officer. What the hell is her name? The one I didn't like Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that idea came from her, and so as soon as I told him that I had your ID and I had Chris's ID, he didn't know what to say then, except for
stumped him. Boom, Bryce, got you, bitch. What do you say now? I've got both their IDs because those can never be faked.
I think that Chris has a felony, and I told him, I said, that's what Bryce said to me, and I said I don't think it's a felony. I think it's a misdemeanor because of his check thing.
Mm-hmm.
And his bouncing the checks, writing bad checks. I told him, I said, I think it's a misdemeanor. He said, you hold on a minute, and I'll look it up on Google.
Might be a personal problem,
and
Colonel.
He said he looked it up on Google right then, and it said that it was a felony. Well, whether it really is or not, I don't know. He could just be saying that, but it doesn't seem to me like it's a felony.
So that means you can't talk to him?
Yeah, that means I can't talk to Chris.
Oh, wow.
So, which is fine. Yeah, which is fine because I don't want to talk to Chris anyway. But that's basically what Bryce's problem is because he wants to see me in a healthy relationship. And I told him, I said, Bryce, my crime has to do with minors. I said, I don't understand what's going on with you having a problem with me talking to people that are of age because all I've done is talk to people that are of age.
How do you think this conversation really went next year? Or Suma?
Bryce told him, "You're a damn idiot. What are you doing? This is clearly another catfish."
It's an adult catfish, Bryce. So my crime has to do with minors, if you recall. Let's not forget, I tried to kidnap a child. So, how many times has Lorne been arrested? 3 times at least, right? DUI.
DUI, yeah, 3. Well, arrested twice. but
Jail.
in jail 3 times.
3 times. Yeah. Because he was just taken back into custody after his probation was revoked.
Yep.
Yes.
Why was it revoked? Because
He kept drinking.
He kept drinking all the time he was recorded doing it.
Was that his That's a given. Was that his probation for the pedo stuff or for
Yeah.
the?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's not allowed to drink.
No.
Is that like a standard thing?
So in his rules for release, it said that he could not drink. I believe it said it cannot drink at all, but Lorne has also said cannot drink to like excess. So I don't know which of the two it is.
Well, I think they modified it. I think
they added more.
I think he was allowed to drink when he first got out. Like he was, didn't have as tight of restrictions. And then the more and more he kept drinking, they kept restricting it more and more. Like I think he could go to bars when he got out.
The other problem is, and Rob Sopp just talked about this in one of his streams, which is he has to get a polygraph every at least once a year, maybe twice a year. And in his polygraph, they asked, "Have you been drinking?" He said no. It was clearly a lie.
Right.
And they had proof that it was a lie. But there's an entire call in which Lorne is excusing away that he did not fail the polygraph. It was because he was sleepy, because it was a yellow room.
Yeah.
And the polygrapher popped the question out to him. Just popped the question. And that startled him. Therefore, he failed the question.
It's a
However,
stupid way to judge if someone's been drinking, but go on. Sorry.
However, polygraphs don't even work that way.
No, but on him
Polygraphs
they
ask
do.
you the same question like 10 times from what
Yeah.
I've heard.
Well, he goes in the last call to Jamie, the last call ever. He gets very angry at her, or reminds her, like, why were you guys always trying to remind me of shit before my polygraphs? Because in Lorne's mind, if he can't remember it, then it's not a lie.
Yeah, it's not a
that
lie.
he didn't do it, right?
He
Now, I
can't
don't
remember
know-
anything that happened 3 years previously.
Yeah,
Before that.
he
Yeah, he showed up drunk to class, like
Yeah,
Cornhole Three-Way says.
he had
Like,
5
there's
violations.
Abundant evidence that he was drunk and drinking.
You could even he is somebody that you could tell is drinking immediately just talking to them. It's not even close. Let's see if I get here in a second.
Just pull up any Winnie or Ramona call, you'll hear him drunk.
Yeah, this is. Oh, 1 second. I'll pull this down. Put this one up sec. This one's called Drunk Cockhead. This
Found
is
my
the one.
tattoo.
This is the one, by the way, where she says she's doing Xanax, Molly, bath salt.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Hold on a second here. So it's
Crack, cocaine,
Cocaine.
heroin, Molly.
and then I took 2 Tylenol because I thought I might have a headache.
Oh, yeah, that's his O-face.
I'm not.
You have no
I'm
speaker.
not on speaker. I'm not on speaker.
It's on speaker. I can tell it's on speaker.
No, I don't think you can, because it's not on speaker, and I'm sitting in the same spot. I haven't moved.
Wow.
Anyway,
Come on, Lauren.
You threw your phone last night.
because I got upset.
So what?
He
Sometimes-
just his slowness in his responding, like, and he even says in this call as well. No, I'm not gonna find it, but he just says, "No, I weren't drinking." Well, yeah, I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah, drinking coffee.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee.
Well, he understands that semi-crime is with minors, but part of probation and classes job is to see that I have healthy relationships.
Oh, that was the other thing. He also had to have a breathalyzer on his phone, and then he missed several tests. And then once they removed it from him, then he went right back to drinking immediately. So okay, he's not getting it at all. So
He had to go back to prison.
Yeah, he definitely had to.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the hell that has to do with what my charge is. But that's what the discussion with him today was about.
Your charge is talking to minors online, having non-face-to-face contact with people in a sexual manner. This is exactly related to your charge, Lauren. Because what if she's lying about her age?
No.
What if she's not really Casey?
Ridiculous.
And he wants to know about my job.
He doesn't want me talking to me though.
No, they haven't wanted me to talk to anybody on
Conviction notch.
the internet.
Wow,
Well, actually, since I went on YouTube and found out all that crap about Church of God,
Mm-hmm.
they haven't wanted me to talk.
I said anyone who wants a wrench, you just gotta reply on the community thing.
I don't have a wrench either anymore.
Yeah, you do. I thought you did.
I don't care though. It's okay.
Or you're getting you out of class still.
Yeah, Suma definitely had a wrench.
Yeah, I did.
Because you're chatting in your own chat. That's
I told
why.
him,
No, I'm
No.
I'm
out of
not.
class.
I can't have nice
He
things.
said
It's okay.
That's not a reason.
I'm used to it.
What is that?
I don't know what he's doing, but well,
You don't even know.
there was one thing that he said to me that made complete sense. Is that he's gonna ask them if I seem like I'm a threat to the public.
Yes.
Which is the whole reason of being in the class and on probation. And it's obvious what their answer is going to be because they know I'm not a threat to the public.
What if they say you are?
He's the definition of a threat to the public.
I mean, look at that.
And how are they going to prove that when I haven't done anything wrong other than them incarcerating me for drinking beer? That I haven't drank beer for, well, it's been 2 years. 2 years since since July 7th. So 2 years and what's this? November, August, September, October, November. So 2 years and 3 months I haven't had anything to drink.
Wow.
I've wanted to have a beer, but I'm like, no, because
Did we already go past the penis pics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, you want to bring him
bite
back?
me in the ass if I do.
No, this
so-
is repeat. They'll come around again. Oh, that's
Okay.
Jamie there. Suma. So you see him laying with that photo?
Yeah.
That's what they used for Jamie.
I see. They look similar, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or just an accident.
Probably not. Yeah.
Whoa. Let me hit.
It's very pretty.
There's the super chat sound.
That was very low.
Oh. Well, I can't ever.
You can't win.
I cannot win.
No
Okay,
air
let me-
horns.
No air horns.
No air
Mixer sample. Okay. Here we go. Try this.
It's supposed to be 13.
Perfect.
There we go. All right. $10 from the Dark Lake, also known as Lirin Darkwater. That's the name I gave him. Miss you and happy to see you're doing well. Have a good show. Well, thank you. Whoops. Nope. Okay. I'm just going to lay off the buttons.
Huh?
What happens if you have one?
Well, if I have one and they bring it up on the lie detector test, and it comes up that I lie, even though I don't believe in the lie detector test at all. But if it does, then I have a guilty conscience of it. Then I'm not gonna lie about it because it would have been true.
How about the fact you did it, Lauren?
How
So-
often do they give you
Yeah.
those?
Used to be once a year. Now it's once every 6 months.
So, just
True sign of improvement.
yeah, I think they test you more often when you do well on lie detectors, right?
Straight.
He
The better
keeps
you do,
fit-
the more they come around testing
He
you.
keeps failing his polygraph. He keeps failing at his sex offender class.
I mean,
he
they
just-
shouldn't. I hate poly. I think polygraphs is just.
Oh yeah, polygraphs are
With
you
him,
know,
they're fine actually.
worth a grain of salt, but
Yeah.
he just for him they truly fail because it's accurate.
Yeah, I mean, it's for his level of whatever that is. They work fine, but that's really who they're made for, I guess.
Well, for somebody who's a chronic perpetual liar to say
And-
they don't believe
and
in
idiot.
lie detector tests because he keeps failing them is rich. Because, you know, I mean, the one test he failed, it was just because, you know, this picture, right, bothered him because of all the pedos that were going to exploit this child in this
Sexy as
super
hell.
sexy dress.
Yeah.
That's on the screen for like a 1/10 of a second or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why you're dangerous, Lauren. That's why you need to be monitored for the rest of your life.
That's right. Yeah, because you
So
can't
why
have
they
a
change-
child on the screen for a second.
There's his teeth. Who wanted to know if he had teeth? Olive oil, I think. There's his teeth, olive oil.
Change that. I don't know why they changed that.
You haven't failed any of them or anything.
Oh yeah, I failed them. That's why I don't believe in them. I'd actually
Has
tell
it
them the
failed?
truth. Oh yeah, because I'd tell them the truth, and I knew it was the truth. And they came up that I failed, and I'm like, there ain't no fucking way that I could have failed that. I failed it a couple of times. And that's why it doesn't make any sense to me. But that's why they can't use it in court. Because you can.
When's your next
move a
one?
little bit. My next one is actually December 7th. I actually didn't. I think I told you, didn't I?
No.
Maybe I didn't tell you. I think it was last week that she called me.
What did you fail your last ones for?
They asked if I had seen any images of any nude images of minors, and I told them no. And that's the one that really pissed me off because I knew I hadn't. They said that I failed that. But what happened? Well, see, I haven't seen any.
Okay, so what do you think he's going to blame this on, Suma?
I don't even know what he's blaming on the
He's claiming he has
polygraph
not.
thing?
Yeah, he failed the polygraph on the
Right.
question
Is he
of have you
claiming-
seen
is he
nude
gonna-
images of children?
The kid with the flag.
No, that's actually worse.
It's
Oh.
much worse.
Oh,
And it also doesn't make any sense.
well, I mean, I'm really swimming upstream here. I mean, how am I going
Okay, yeah. Let's just say we're gonna get into stories of horny Uncle Lorne here.
Yep.
I haven't seen it in years. I mean, since
In years?
Yeah, well, since images of it was actually they're actually real because it was back when I used to watch my nieces and nephews and all them. That's the last
You're
time I ever
freaking
seen
out. What?
a kid naked. I said the last time I ever seen a kid naked was back when I used to live with my nieces and nephew.
Okay.
I
So-
couldn't tell you the last time I saw a kid naked.
Right.
You know,
Like, right. I was trying to think about that myself because I was thinking in my head, I was like, well, I've got two nephews, right? And then I was thinking, like, surely they must have been naked at some point. But what do you think the last age of? I guess this is the question more. Like, at what age do kids stop running around naked on the beach or whatever? Right?
8. That's 8 is older.
8. That's old.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how they do it on the East
European
Coast.
family. You know, those people are naked all the time.
I would say like 3 or 4, probably.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I would. Yeah.
And even I can even remember like thinking if I usually like I can't recall a specific instance, but I know my reaction would have been like, we're gonna get in trouble for having this kid naked out here. Like, just,
Yeah.
right? Is there some law? Like I don't know, maybe there's a law and you're gonna get locked up, but it was never like, oh, look, a naked kid.
I
Right?
think that's the sticking point. Like, it depends on cultures, of course, as well, but it's not like a memory that you lock. Hopefully, it's not a memory you lock away. Like, ooh, I'm gonna remember
Right.
November 2nd of 2017, I got to see a 4-year-old naked. You know,
I
like
mean, I'm
it's a
more likely to
passing
remember the
thought.
last time I saw a man naked than the last time I saw a child naked. You know, like it would never occur to me to put that in my like
Like your lockbox of
right,
your mind.
right.
Like
Yeah.
that's not an important thing to remember.
No, I mean, if you're around kids, you probably see them naked.
You're gonna, yeah, it may happen,
right.
but for Lauren, it's
right.
a big event.
Yeah, it's the only thing he remembers probably.
Yeah.
And not
Okay.
because he can get in trouble for it.
Oh. I just wanted to comment, Suma, you do have a wrench on my stream when I see it, but
Interesting.
She
but I don't
doesn't
see your
on
chat here.
mine.
Just like cornhole is in your stream, I believe, because it's not showing up on my stream. I don't know. Who knows how this works?
I did. My first comment was from mine, I think. So maybe that's why.
Maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to discuss the showers here in a sec. But like I just spent 5 days in a house with my family, my parents, my brother and his family, right? We were all taking showers. Somehow we all managed to not see each other naked in this one house that we were sharing for 5 days, despite the fact that we were swimming and showering every day. That is just so weird. That well, okay, let's let him defend himself. Tell the story.
Oh, you used to have them all the time. That was way back almost 20 years ago, or over 20 years ago. That's the last time I've ever seen a kid naked.
Mm-hmm.
So
You said it's been
for
years.
them, it's been
That's the
years.
last time.
25, you would have been 37, right? Or no, 27. Right? This would have been
He would have been
this
younger.
would have been 96, 97. So you would have been 27 years old. Yeah.
Years
You
and
saw
years and
many.
years. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I've gotten sick in the class before, or after being in the class.
Okay.
How old are they now?
Were they?
Then they were. Well, Christ, I've seen them naked since they were a baby, right up to I don't know, 9 or 10.
Okay. That doesn't make any sense. How'd you see them naked, Lauren?
None
When
of
they
us.
were 10. Well, see, Darren was 11. Leanne was 10. Amanda was 8 or 9. But that's when I used to have them all the time. I used to watch them like 80% of the time because the mother had depression and my brother was back here. So it's like I'm the only one that ever did anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the girls had their own. I had a 2-bedroom apartment. I had my bedroom, and the girls had their bedroom, and Darren slept on the couch.
See, even this part doesn't make sense. Maybe you can help me out here, X-Eric. I thought he lived with his brother.
Me too.
And the way it sounded was like he was living with his brother so they could help out the rent. He even says that in a different story. And but now he's saying he has a 2-bedroom apartment. Why are their kids living with him? Where they have their own bedroom and Darren's on the couch.
I think what he claims, is it in this call or in another call? He claims that he had his own apartment and they loved going to his apartment because they could have fun there.
I bet.
Yeah.
But that's bothering me too.
He got evicted from his apartment, so he had to move in.
That
with
would
his
make
brother.
total
Okay.
sense. Yeah,
So maybe
that
they
would
were
make
like
total
in the
sense.
same apartment complex, couple units down or something.
The other
know.
thing that's bothering me is the number of years. He's saying he lived in Washington State for like 9 to 10 years.
Well, I thought he said his brother moved out there, so maybe he was already there before. I don't know. Yeah, the story doesn't make sense because how was he seeing him when they were babies nude?
And then 9. And they're not all the same age.
Right. Maybe he meant he saw the youngest one nude there when they were a baby, and
He
then
wants them a lot because his mom
Yeah.
has depression.
well, according to Lauren, if we ever been able to confirm that, I don't think
It has
so.
to be according. I mean, I could be wrong here, but had depression sounds like something he would say.
Well, I don't know why you'd be depressed. Your brother-in-law is Lorne Armstrong. Come on.
Yeah, look at that hunk on the screen right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
I like that pose.
You know, this is a tangent. I was looking through the old yearbooks of the region around where Lauren grew up, right? So he graduated in 89 from, what's it called? Cambridge. It's not Cambridge High School, but it's a high school that services that area. He didn't go to Skowhegan High or whatever. But coincidentally, there was a Lauren Armstrong that graduated maybe 87 or 88 as a guy as well. That just looks like a cartoon character nerd. But I'm wondering, is that one of his half brothers maybe? Because there was another J Armstrong female.
With the way that Ralph Sr. laid pipe, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's just too weird that there would be two Armstrongs. I don't know. And it's Lauren. Like the poor dude. Like Lauren he can't speak properly, so everyone calls him Lauren. And he's constantly getting referred to. I'm not Lauren. I'm not Lauren Armstrong.
Yeah, that's a tough break. Lauren Armstrong from Maine. Your 2 letters switched from being a pedophile.
Or you just get used to pronouncing your name with the like I say my last name and I say it's this way and the first consonant with a sound with a word so they don't mishear it, right? They always think I'm saying B, but it's not B. I'll let your imagination run wild with that one. But yeah, he just goes, it's Lauren, that's E-N.
Yeah, you would always have to say that. E-N.
I'm Lauren E-N Armstrong. So,
E-N.
Yeah, that's the other guy is spelled L-O-R-E-N instead of this Lauren, O-R-N-E. And the other thing that surprised me is Richard, his older brother. Like, I looked in the yearbook. Richard is all over that thing. Like
really?
Yeah. Let me show some of the everything.
Richard.
Everything he did is like basically what Lauren describes his early life. Like Lauren pics. No.
I'm looking at my family tree of the Armstrongs, and I am absolutely flabbergasted by how many children Lori has. If I'm counting this right, Lori has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at this.
7, at least 8 kids.
You see this picture?
Oh yeah.
Is that Lauren?
No, that's Richard. Richard, the basketball star.
I can't listen. I'm lucky if I know.
No. I'm not dissing you.
No. I know you're not judging me. I'm just saying, I mean,
that's a Richard.
It did seem strange that would be Lauren because I don't see him as an athlete.
No,
he claimed he was a basketball superstar in 5th grade.
Claim.
Yes. And he quit the team, and that's why all his friends stopped being friends with him.
When he was on the team, they must have stopped being friends with him because they were so jealous. So he can't win.
He was going to be the next Larry Bird.
But the fact that
Lauren stole Richard's life.
Here, I'll just share the screen. This is in no way making fun of Richard, so I don't mind putting these up. This is fine. Let's see here. Yeah, here. So he got, if you can see this, he got nominated Best Smile. See him on the left there?
Yes.
Best smile, and your pedo brother has the worst smile known to humanity.
But watch, he keeps stacking up. He was on Boys State. I don't know what it was for, but there's Richard in the middle.
Okay.
Oops. I held down the button. There's Richard again. He's all over it. You know, like you lucky to get one or two.
Yeah.
He got best couple with this woman on the left. I don't know if that ended up being
It's
his.
weird that the two in
Someone's
Best
saying
Smile
he
aren't
married his
really
high school
smiling.
girlfriend.
Okay, so then this is his wife.
Okay.
Then. They were nominated. Oh,
they're
class couple. There we are.
Yeah.
Right. So he got best smile and class couple.
Yeah.
Look at him dunking.
So
right?
this is everything Lorne wishes.
Yes, everything Lorne wishes he was. He's doing a fast break here.
Richard did not help matters.
Richard's in the middle there, number 30.
Oh, he was high school boys
Yes,
varsity.
high school
So
varsity.
Lorne was the best in 5th, 6th grade.
Also, he's not even tall, so it's not even like,
But he's just got.
Bet he was
he's
a
just
mean
got
point guard.
athletic prowess.
Lorne is short and stumpy and built like a gorilla.
But then look at this ambition accountant. I was like, oh my god.
Oh.
But look at his sports here. Basketball, all 4 years. Track, sophomore through senior year. Chess club. That must have been Boys State chess club.
S Club?
Yeah. He's smart.
No, Boys State is at the bottom. Or whatever. Keep going. What were you saying?
Nothing. He's just that he's a Renaissance man.
Yeah, yeah.
Peer
No Latin
tutors,
club, though. No Latin
float club committee. Just the guy's just knocking it out of the park. And this is a Jamie Armstrong. This must be his half sister.
Maybe. I don't know. Again, I could look real quick if there's a Jamie.
Well, let's just go over to the original Lauren.
I see a.
Look at this guy. Come on.
Who's that?
Lauren Armstrong.
Oh, Lauren.
Oh.
Lauren.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know what? He probably got laid
Poor
back.
guy.
Anyway.
Poor guy.
Oh, maybe it says Tammy. It might be Tammy. No. Because when I saw it in the class picture, it was a J. And there was
Some
a class
people write
that had
their J's
3
like a T.
Armstrongs. Anyway. Okay, we'll go back to the call now that we've totally derailed.
But that was the last time I ever seen a kid naked.
Why were they naked?
Good
Because
question.
they take
Casey.
a shower.
They take a shower. Hello.
Didn't answer the question.
So my theory is, Suma, that he was constantly going in there, taking the towels out, like opening up the door, reaching in, pulling the towel out, or
We're going in to change the paper towel or the toilet.
Yeah.
So he's had something to do in there.
I have to use the bathroom,
Yeah.
or knocking no, this is not Jamie Amy Boutte.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know anyone was in here.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe the picture before. Yeah, that was Jamie on the right with him. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know anyone was in here. And then they come out, they see they have no towels, and then they run to their bed because that's what you would do.
I don't know if he's smart enough to take the towels.
It was all the time in like 80s movies, wasn't that like the bread and butter of 80s teen comedies?
I got your towel. You're naked.
I'm not
got the
sure
towel.
he could make that leap.
He goes in there, they steal the varsity basketball team, steals all the cheerleaders' towels, and they have to run around, and that just seems like an easy 80s comedy. But that's what Lauren would do.
Maybe.
Because I'd take him to the pool. I'd take him to the pool too. They'd come back and
Is that true?
take a shower after they get in the pool.
That's right, Octo. He said he would make them leave the door open.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Because he didn't have the anti-slip stuff on there.
He's
on the floor.
Of
That's
course
right.
he didn't.
Yeah.
And then they have to take a shower in the mornings.
And he also showers like 3 times a day. So he
Yeah, we're
probably
gonna take
forced
lots
these
of showers, so it'll be good.
kids to shower
lots of showers.
all the time.
You think he just,
Polynomial with the zinger right away.
Outstanding.
Polynomial just tees him up and knocks him out.
PhD in creepiness, or PhD, in creepiness. Or he would do something like he could knock the towel into the shower so it's all wet. Oh, you need to try one? We'll come out and get it. But yeah, if you came out and you wanted to hide from your uncle, you would run, and that's what he's describing. They would run around, right? If they're just free as a bird, nude. They would just like that's how naked kids actually do. They are oblivious to the fact that they're naked, right? They're just like
Until there's a creepy uncle around.
right until there's a creepy uncle around. But now that I'm recalling it, yeah, would be at my brother's house, and they're going to bed at like 8 or 9 and going into bedtime, and then one of them would maybe walk out with nothing on, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, one got loose. Like, good night, Uncle John. Good night. Go to your mom.
Had to like bathe them or something.
No, I didn't bathe them. They bathed themselves.
Well, see, that would be a genuine reason to see them naked, Lorne. If they were too young, right? You could that's a normal thing adults will do with young children if they can't bathe themselves, right?
He's not changing diapers or giving baths, I would imagine.
That ain't happening.
Oh, thank God. What if he does have a diaper fetish with Ramona?
He does have a diaper fetish, though.
But that's probably different, no?
It's an adult diaper fetish.
Yeah, that you don't have to change.
No, but he wanted to change Ramona.
Yeah,
but not real. Like really?
He
would come out there.
He was kettling away.
But I mean, did he actually want her to like? You want to change a dirty diaper?
Yeah.
I
under or overestimated him.
Yeah. Well, if she's out, that means she's out there. If he has the ability to change the diaper, that means she's finally shown up.
He wanted her because she said she would pee in her diaper on the flight.
That's a little different, but yeah.
I
also didn't know the flight was involved.
Rhoda and Winnie were constantly shitting in the tub.
Yeah.
It was just which really is inconsiderate if you think about it.
I don't know why it surprises me. Yeah, I mean, a little inconsiderate, yeah.
But the girls and Darren, when they were really little, they'd take baths, and they didn't want to take showers. They wanted to take baths.
And that's why Lauren has a bath fetish.
Told me let them take a bath instead of a shower.
Oh,
so until they were probably, Darren was probably around 8 when he started taking a shower, started wanting to take a shower. Then after he did, Leanne and Amanda started wanting to take a shower. That made me a little nervous because didn't have anything sticking to the bottom of the tub to make sure they didn't fall. So
not nervous when Darren wanted to take a shower.
Some of that stuff.
Fuck Darren.
I had to go get some. There's some little flowers and ducks and stuff that I put on the adhesive things to make sure they didn't fall in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
So I was overprotective of them.
No.
I was very much overprotective of them. I was if they go out and play on the playground. When I lived with Paul and Laura at their apartment, the playground was right outside of the apartment, and we lived on the second floor. We had a balcony out there. Well, the kids wanted to go out there and play, and then there'd wind up being all kinds of kids out there. Well, say all kinds. There's probably actually.
Sue's got her camera off. Bloodbath. Well, when she comes back,
Sue needs some mental time to deal with this.
Kids out there. But Darren and Mandalay.
Right. Okay, I'll sing it. So, Dexter, you pretend to look up. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, I looked up. I don't think anyone understood what we're doing.
What are you talking about?
They want to do Brady Bunch, is what they're saying in the.
Oh,
did I not read that comment out loud?
I didn't hear it. I don't know.
And we're paused on the penis pic.
Hi, Bloodbath.
Not my favorite penis pic.
Now we can. Are you going to look down? Because now I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Not my favorite penis pic. I'm personally attached to the crucifixion pic. Well, which is in this slideshow as well.
The more important and the more alarming thing And for those who think, oh, why are you putting this? This is one of the pictures. This one, it was either this one or the one that's up next, is the one he sent to the 13-year-old decoy the first day he talked to her.
I can't see the date, but yeah.
No, I looked at it beforehand. This is either the 17th or the 18th. Like they're flipped. One of them he says the 17th, one is the 18th. Not that they're that much different. I think the one where he's got his arms out like
The
Jesus.
crucifixion. Yeah,
the crucifixion
pic.
Is he a fan of baseball?
No, doesn't
No.
like baseball.
Didn't think so.
Doesn't really watch any
He
sports.
he doesn't really watch any sports. He told Chris Hansen, I don't really watch baseball.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Me and Amanda were out there. If they'd go out there and play, I'd go sit on the patio, sit there and watch them make sure nothing happened to them.
Oh, where'd you ever
There it
see
is. There's a crucifixion pose.
Yeah, I don't know who put the Boston cap,
But he's talking about sitting out on the balcony watching kids at the playground. Lorne, you are a registered sex offender. You
There's only one thing he's a fan of. It's not sports, it's not even music. Well, I guess he's kind of a music fan, but
It's like Bald Beaver Hunter saying that his hobby was masturbating and taking pictures of himself masturbating.
yeah.
but even this body is gross. Like it's even worse when it's sitting down. Like it's just so white.
But he kept the camera on his dick for the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time. Kayla, if she was real, would have been looking at Mr. Penis for hours straight. Not at Lorne's face, but just straight up Mr. Penis. Just boom.
That's, he brought, that's what he brought to the table, and he's incredibly
brought
impressed with himself. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
Just his silhouette is, this is not something, this would not bother me if this was a normal person, but since it's Lorne, just looking at his body it's just so,
Well, it looks. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying what Octo said. Yeah, it was the first 45 minutes, I believe. Before 45 minutes, not even an hour before he took his dick out.
Sad little think out.
It looks like a photo that would be at not Guantanamo. What was the other prison where they stacked them like dogs or something with the dog collars?
You mean Abu Ghraib?
Abu Ghraib. Yeah, it looks like a detainee. Like, this is not a photo you send to somebody. You look disgusting.
This reminds me of like Buffalo Bill, like Silence of the Lambs type stuff.
Yeah.
This one is somebody who's forgotten their camera is on. Okay, that was the end of call 7. Let's go into call 8.
Sit there and watch them, make sure nothing happened to them.
Make sure no pedophiles got
They
them.
would just run around the house naked.
Yep.
No,
idiot.
How do you see him naked?
The little hole I drilled in your wall.
Take showers.
Nanny
They
can't.
run out of the house, run out of the bathroom.
Do you not have like a curtain?
No, there was a curtain in there, but I wasn't back there watching them. I weren't watching the door. I was out in the kitchen doing stuff or in the living room doing stuff.
I've never felt the need to say the phrase, I wasn't watching these kids shower.
No, me neither.
Like, that's a guilty conscience.
Yeah, and it never came up,
Right.
Like, I never had to say that.
Oh, how'd it go with the kids? That's fine. I didn't look at them or anything.
I didn't shower, if that's what you're getting at. I didn't watch them shower.
You're getting at me taking pictures of them nude. No, I didn't do that.
Nope.
Okay.
They would just run out on their own.
Well, that's what I asked.
Okay.
No, yeah, but they weren't running around the house all the time naked.
Well, you know,
they just run out. Well, that's what it sounded like. It's like, why would they run around the house
Godfrey.
naked?
He's so guilty, so.
Yes, that's his guilty laugh.
That's the guilty laugh.
I was very much overprotective and God crossing the road.
Overprotective how?
Huh?
How were you overprotective?
I just constantly watched them.
Oh god.
Why?
Just constantly made sure that
He was looking at
nothing
him.
was happening to him. No, Leanne really didn't pay attention to what was going on around her, and so she really, I really had to watch after her. But it's like even the other two will also, Darren and Amanda too.
Fuck
They
Darren.
it's like
What did you say?
they get transfixed on what's
always-
going on.
Starting to get quiet.
Also, he never
Huh?
says they're so cute. This one does this and that one does the other thing. Like the way people speak about children when they don't want to, when they like the normal way you speak about children.
He does describe the reason he's attracted to or was attracted to little girl because their face. It's just a cute face. I'm not attracted to kids. It's just
Right, but that's
cute
not.
face.
But I mean, to be fair, he doesn't talk about anyone that way. He doesn't. That's not how he sees anyone. Like he doesn't talk about. He doesn't know how to say why he likes a woman or why he loves someone. And children are the same, I guess. But like he never talks about children the way people talk about children. Like
Well, you're clearly not listening. He loves them because of the way they are,
you know what? I gotta pay.
the way they are together.
That's right.
Um,
You're right. You're right. This is on me. This is a me problem.
Yeah, exactly. You're just not. You're taking a superficial look at these relationships when Lorne is diving
Right.
deep.
I can't see the dimension here because that sounds like a personal problem. Is what you're saying to me.
Exactly. You don't know what it is to have a deep and meaningful relationship with one of your ex-victims like Lorne does.
Right. Well, yeah. Yes, Bethany, the duck lips are incroyable.
It's just another embarrassing fact. Like,
Yeah.
you've got all these duck face. Like, don't do it. As soon as you see it, you're like, oh, I look like an idiot. I've never taken one of these pictures again.
Yeah. I'm a woman and I've said that. I mean, this is
Can't
just.
hear you.
Well, I've got the phone outside.
Sound far away.
Got the phone in the closet.
Okay, how about now?
I don't know. Keep talking.
Okay, they get trimmed. It's like Darren, if he'd have something in a toy or something in his hand, he'd get transfixed on it. So it's like he'd have that, and he'd only be concentrating on that, and nothing else that was going on around him.
But wasn't he like
Leanne
9?
Huh?
You said he was like 9 or 10?
Yeah, Darren was like 11. Well,
Which is weird also because he describes his brother as being a father figure to him, right? When he was 9.
Correct.
Which brother? It's not Paul. Or is it Paul?
No, it was Paul, I think.
Yeah, Paul was my father figure when Paul is 9.
Yeah.
When I first got out to Washington State, Darren was, he was 6, I think.
Okay, so now the timeline again doesn't make sense. How was he seeing him when they were babies?
Again, that's what I was saying before. It doesn't make sense to me.
Which means the only way you could have seen him naked when they're babies when they fly back home for Christmas and Lauren's over there peeking in.
Horny Uncle Lorne is, baby has to go take a bath. Ooh, I'm gonna go help. Ugh.
Oh,
I left something in there, and I
just love kids so much.
And he'd just been the same the whole time. That's the way he was. He just concentrate completely. He didn't even hear what you say. If you talk to him, he wouldn't even hear you. He'd be so transfixed on what he had in his hand or what he was doing, and didn't hear anything. You'd have to say his name 3-4 different times, and sometimes even grab a hold of his arm to say, "Hey, can you hear me?" Then he'd come out of his trance, and he only half paid attention to what you were saying.
I don't think he made up the short story. What do you think, thanks, Derek?
No, that's not made up. That happened.
Yeah, he did it.
Do I know that story?
The short story? You may have
Um,
blocked it out, honestly.
It comes up in later calls, or he just
You don't have to tell me now. I just
well,
want to know.
basically he the same line he tells Kayla, the decoy, is saying you should tell your dad to buy you some lingerie. He'd be really proud of you. And then he says
That's what
to
I
the
did with my
decoy,
nieces.
yeah, my niece asked me if I could buy her a pair of short shorts, and I was really proud, or whatever. It's just like, what?
My best friend has she's a son,
Uh-huh.
just a son, and she every Valentine's Day since he was a little boy, he's like grown up now. She's like, I hope
Buy
that
him
kid
short
doesn't
shorts?
get me lingerie for Valentine's Day again.
Oh
this
my
year.
god. Again this year?
Again.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
we laugh.
god.
It's hilarious.
And Leanne was the same way. And Amanda was
No, we know he wouldn't let his father-in-law change his daughter's diaper. He doesn't even want Mr. Moore, Dr. Moore, to be in the room when after he impregnates Kayla and she gives birth. He doesn't want her father there delivering the baby because that's his woman and only he should be seeing down there.
Very protective he is.
Shit, that's probably one of his worst lines where he's like, dude, what are you talking about? A father is not going to get sexually aroused delivering
He doesn't
the baby of his
understand
daughter.
anything.
Right. It's just the fact that it's her body.
And he would. Nothing. I mean, he has
Yeah.
no boundaries. So
Nothing.
naked is naked, you know?
she somewhat had more of attention span, but
Mhm.
was
She
somewhat
probably had to be
more
hyper
alert.
attentive.
Yeah.
But Darren and
Oh no, here's
Leanne
Mr.
were
Penis again.
just completely
Oh shoot.
got involved in whatever they were doing. And it was like crossing. It always made me so nervous with them crossing the road. I'd take them bowling. I'd take them to the movies. I'd take them to go karts and to ocean shores to ride horses and stuff like that.
Yeah, you took them
And
everywhere
the
so they
worst
could have a
I
good time,
ever
and then you
had
would
with them was always crossing
abuse
the
them.
Yeah. Then abuse it. Hey, don't you want to do something nice for Uncle Lorne?
I took you to
hated
go
cross the road
karts.
with
You
them.
just have to take your shower.
I bought you a Nintendo.
Why?
It made me so nervous. It's because it made me so nervous because they just wouldn't pay attention. They ain't
Okay.
going to shopping
Nervous
shopping
he
malls.
was.
So they'd be wanting to go in, and they'd start going off without me, and I'd be like, whoa, and I'd actually have to grab a hold of them and pull them back so they wouldn't go.
All everything aside, he sounds like a terrible babysitter too. He can't even control these kids. They're constantly going to get run over.
It's not his fault.
Rob Sop says it is around the same time that he gets all butthurt about Kayla wanting a red BMW. He says something about how she should not
The
concentrate
red BMW does not
red
have a
Beamer
penis. I
because
do.
yeah, the red BMW doesn't have a penis. He does.
Debatable
So
also.
they
But
need to
yeah.
wait for me before they go.
He anatomically has a penis, no matter
Right,
how
he
short
is-
or curved
he's
it
a
is.
Human male.
Always
Absolutely.
been like that. I'm so nervous.
No
Mhm.
nervous.
So
So
afraid
what do they
something's
do
gonna
now?
happen. What do they do now?
Mhm.
Darren, I think Darren works at a call center. Last I know, I haven't talked to him for. It's been
Fuck Darren.
And both
years,
the
2.5
both the
years,
nieces
3
are
years.
strippers.
It's been 3 years since I got called.
You're getting quiet again.
I'm getting quiet again.
Yeah. You're like
Try to put
cutting
my
it
phone
out.
in. Hold on. I'm gonna put my phone in the closet. See if that helps.
And he's gonna throw out a little, little carrot. He's gonna describe this walk-in closet.
Oh, is there a
Where?
chandelier?
Well, he doesn't mention the chandelier, but
In the closet. Walk-in closet in the window.
oh, nice little flex there, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a walk-in closet, and it has a window. Because the number one thing every woman wants in their closet is a window.
A window.
Moron.
Does that help?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay. I just want him to get sprayed by a skunk again.
Yeah. I've always loved kids, just not in that
Oh,
way.
we know.
That's why
Mhm.
I've always been so disturbed by what I did. It's always bothered me till no end.
They are not both strippers.
No,
Yeah, when did that
I was just
start?
making that up.
When did that start?
Yeah.
I hate going over this stuff. I really do.
And this is what I also love, the beginning of the end, or it's already the end of the beginning or whatever, right? But Lorne thinks he's never going to have to talk about this stuff because Casey was there. Casey knows all about his charge. So he's dodged a huge bullet. He's not going to have all the same problems he's had in all these prior relationships where they find about this stuff. But he doesn't realize that, yeah, his entire history is still embarrassing beyond what she just knows.
Oh, God.
Oh, good.
That picture of him lying next to the
So you can
photograph
answer me, or
is embarrassing.
It's romantic.
Yeah, and romantic.
Yeah, I'm going to answer you. I just hate going over stuff. I've gone over it so many times. I hate thinking
Never
about it. I
gone
hate
over it.
talking about it. I know. It started with Molly. She was 15, and she was only a friend at first, and just somebody thought that she would talk to me about her problems, and that she'd have at home with her alcoholic dad and her friends in school, and we just talking to each other.
Cheddar Billy, I don't think she was 13 based on the timeline. You said, I found the real Molly. I think at a minimum, she was 14. The oldest she could have been was 15. No older than that, based on the timeline, based on her year of graduation and everything. But we won't talk about that anymore.
And we talked to each other for quite a while then.
was
And somehow,
a friend of one of your, or like the daughter of one of your friends or something?
And I'll put something in the
No.
chat that I won't say over.
she was in a chat room, main chat room,
Oh,
back when Yahoo was going to chat rooms.
Chat room.
Yahoo.
Yahoo and chat room.
Yeah,
Yahoo.
Molly, she was 15, and Melissa, she was 16. Melissa had problems with her parents and
Derek.
contemplating doing drugs, and she had depression.
how old were
Yeah,
you
that's
during
not-
this time?
Randy.
So
Cheddar Billy, you are 100% correct.
she
Can't
had
make this shit up.
depression. She had bipolar is what she had. Bipolar. But
Whoa. Chris Hinkleman, there is zero entrapment involved with Lorne. All they did was go into a chat room and sit there, and then he messaged them and took his penis out. There is no, that you're saying, you're basing entrapment on the fact that kids are online. Cornell, it's one of the names of my co-hosts.
And it's not Suma.
And it's not Suma.
I guessed it, but no one heard me.
No, I heard you, but
I
I
heard
didn't
you.
want to acknowledge it.
2 words, Lauren, roleplay chat room. No, he says it role-playing chat room.
Role playing chat room.
Yahoo.
But Chris Hinkleman, you are 100% wrong on this. There is no entrapment in TCAP.
I was someone for them to talk to about their problems, and I talked to them for too long.
What do you mean?
And I started having an interest in them. I talked to them for too long.
You know, I talk to my kids almost every day. Talk
And
to
in
my
the shower?
nephews no, not in the shower. I've talked to their friends for a long time. I've never gotten an interest in any of these children, which is
Because
odd,
children are weird. That's why.
I mean, they're not great conversationalists.
No, they're not. Adam Carolla had a great line when he was talking about he's doing one of his PSAs, and he said something like, if you're under the age of 14, right? All the pedophiles or all the people are saying, they say, can you help me find my dog or all this kind of stuff. Yeah. There is nothing that you can help an adult with when you're under the age of 14. You are going to just make the entire thing more complicated. We don't need to help. You don't need to help us search.
Well, there's one thing you can help them with, but therein lies the problem.
Yes. Although you can help tie a boat if you hold the damn rope and not let it go into the water. But then again, therein lies the problem. The rope ends up in the water. That's where you're like, just hold the rope. Do not let the rope go in the water because we want to tie the boat up.
That's why we all have horrible memories of our parents trying to teach us things.
Hold on. Nidish, you want to come up? You don't know Lorne. If you could behave yourself, I can give you the link, but.
Like a romantic interest in him.
Like you wanted to date them?
Romantic.
Yeah.
And why were you talking to them to begin with?
Just because they were telling me about the problems. They would talk to me about the problems and stuff. About their home problems, their school problems, friend problems.
So you were like helping them with school and stuff?
He's a mentor.
Yeah, he is.
I was being someone for them to talk to about their problems.
That is such a warning sign of a pedophile or like a pervert.
Should never have talked to them about their problems. Should never have been someone to talk to about their problems. I should have just left them alone.
So you didn't say like go speak to a school counselor or something?
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking, Casey.
Someone
qualified to talk to children.
But I did.
Yeah.
Once you started getting feelings for them.
But he didn't talk to them about their problems. He just showed his broken penis to them.
Yeah. It's like, a typical predator of any kind is always like, you can tell me anything. What's up? Who hurt you? Like all this nonsense. It's like just the last people you would ever want to talk to, and no kids are talking to him about anything.
I think he is genuinely, right? He's a pervert, right? But I think what he's doing constantly is he's trying to recreate that relationship that Richard had, right? And he thinks the only way he can get it is if he finds them young, when they're young and impressionable, right? And they don't know anything, because to a kid, I sent it, Nidish.
But he also has no concept of what that relationship is, because essentially that was an adult relationship, or like a relationship between two people of the same age.
Well, to a 13-year-old, a 37 unemployed registered sex offender looks pretty impressive, right? He's got a $300 credit card. He has his own place.
Yeah, right. Well,
he's got his own dog.
His perspective, yeah.
His car. He's got a truck.
He's got a car. Got a truck.
White with gray on the bottom.
You got a door in the ceiling.
White on top.
Door in the ceiling.
Gray on the bottom.
He's been in a walk-in closet with a window and a chandelier. He's a man of distinction.
He's a man of means. He's a
man of means.
He's an aristocrat. He's sophisticated. He's worldly. He knows everything about the world. And they're talking about their drunk parents, and he's drunk while he's talking to them. It makes no sense, Lorne.
Melissa, that didn't last long. Me and feelings for Melissa, because she actually showed up at my house, and thank God my two nephews were there. My two older nephews.
Why? Thank God they were there.
Because Melissa was 18 when she showed up at my house, but still, I didn't. She had a friend with her, and I never told her to show up. She looked up my address. She looked up my address because I had my business then, A1 Septic Service. She knew I had no business. She looked up my address, and her and her pregnant friend showed up in my house.
They were on drugs.
And thank God my nephews were there, because I didn't really, I didn't want her to come to my house.
Why not?
So I feel like with this story, something happened, right? That was very
Not good.
inappropriate, right? He was, and then the thank God is his nephews were there, so they could testify. Well, he didn't have sex with her, right? What you think? Like, or else why do you keep saying thank God? You didn't want her to
Thank
come.
God is very weird.
Yes.
I think the thank God is more like fuck those two assholes that were there and fucked all my shit up.
Yeah, they were cock blockers.
Yeah.
You're saying he could subconsciously be saying in his mind, now that he got caught later, like, thank God I hadn't done it before, because then I would have been in prison for 30 years.
I think he's
agree
probably
with
in
Suma.
a situation he looks back at and he's like, I could have totally, but these two assholes had to be there. But he knows that he has to say, oh, thank God, phew. Because obviously he was going to be taken advantage of by these minors, these 18-year-old or whatever they were, women, girl.
Well, he's talking about Melissa here, right?
Yeah.
So I thought Melissa was a little older than Molly.
He said Melissa was a year older than Molly, and he said Melissa showed up when she was 19. Yeah, with her pregnant friend.
With her pregnant friend, yes.
Right. So again, but the timeline doesn't make sense, because by the time Molly was 18, Lorne was in prison.
Really?
He got arrested like a month after, like, he started the chat when she would have turned 18 a month before. Molly would have turned 18 the month before.
So you're saying it was when she was younger?
Yeah. Had to have been.
Yeah, I thought she was like 17ish for some reason.
Well, he just described, when she showed up.
No. When he started with her.
No, he just said earlier in the call that Molly was 15 and Melissa was 16.
16. Okay. I got the years off.
As soon as I hear him say, thank God they were there, not good.
So, yeah, okay. So if she turned 18 before her senior year, then she would have been.
Nashville?
He went to Nashville in August of 2007, I believe. And so when he got arrested in October, if she was already 18, then she would have been 15 when they first met. If she was 17, still, like, turning 18 that summer after graduation, right? Because girls are younger usually, for their grade. Then she was 14 when they met. Nice, I already sent it.
Nervous. It was just too
Nervous
weird.
about what?
I don't know. It's just because I don't know. It just seemed the way she acted just made me really nervous about her.
All right, we're gonna bring up Nudity here. Nudity, you're not even on camera.
Do I have to be on camera?
Well, I would like everyone to know who you are.
Okay, so I'll show my sexiness.
Okay.
I was trying to be mysterious.
Everyone, say hello to Nightish,
Hi.
the Night Slayer.
Hi, Nightish.
I'm on his show all the time. Now, he doesn't understand why it's funny to laugh at a pedophile, so this should be pretty interesting.
Oh.
Unless you just wanted to make a comment, or do you want to comment on Lorne with us?
I just wanted to be next to you because we so used to being
We
next
get that
to
a
each
lot.
other. When you deny me to be next to you, I feel uncomfortable. Hear me out.
I didn't deny
just
you.
want
I
to be
sent you
together.
It's
I sent
because
you
of
the
your
link.
chubby face and your beautiful beard. In fact, to be honest with you, I want to be right next to you instead of that lady. I can almost feel like it's a symbiotic
move him closer to you?
relationship.
I don't know how to move stuff.
Wait. Were you just sucking on something?
Yeah, vape.
Shit. You sexy beast, you. I don't know how to resist you.
So those who don't know, Nightish goes live, I think, every day almost, or unless you've had more pauses. But yeah, why don't you put your channel link in the chat there so people
No, forget them. They don't need to know me. All they need to know is that you
Need
have
to
a
know
close,
me?
loving relationship with a black man that you want to keep secretive.
I sent you the link as soon as you asked for it. All right, we're gonna we're gonna be here all night if we don't keep this call going.
Yeah, what does a man have to do to get
Bipolar.
next to you?
To what? Get it connected to me?
Next to you.
Oh. I'm not gay.
Don't answer now. Think
Not
about it.
gay. No, not even close to gay.
He's not gay at all. This is all a machismo and alpha male shit.
Completely heterosexual.
Yes. We just like to wrestle and all that kind
I get it.
She was up and she was down. She was up.
There's nothing gay about it.
So my feelings for her weren't as deep as what they were for Molly. Molly was
No, I'm always red,
steady
Cornell.
with the way she acted, and her and I wound up being friends when she turned 18. And,
Once she
well, before she turned 18, we wound up being friends. So I just wish I never met either one of them. I hate thinking about it. I hate
So what
going back in
happened
time
then?
like that. Huh?
So how did you stop talking to them?
Melissa, I just stopped talking to her. I don't know how long it's been since I stopped talking to her, but Molly,
Is
I
he
was
doing
still
dishes or is he in
talking
the
to Molly
tub?
when
He's always
One
doing
thing
dishes.
happened.
It's his hobby.
Oh,
I think he just plays with them in
Yeah,
the
he's not
sink.
cleaning
no,
anymore.
no, she was actually
He's
gonna
doing dish. He's
come
washing
down
the
and
same
after see
dish.
me.
Yeah, and he's a
She was playing
single
before-
man
before-
and living in this
Before I
place.
left Maine,
Only
she was
one
planning to
dish.
come down
Only
after
dish.
to see me. And after she got out of high school, before she went into college. So, but that didn't happen. Which I'm happy that it didn't happen.
right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right there, he said she was going to come down and visit him before she
And it
went to
didn't
college.
happen.
But she would have already been going to college by the time he was there. So it doesn't make sense. It would have had to be been her senior year. No, it was her senior. I know it was her senior year.
About that
What
stuff.
am I talking about?
Well, yeah, I bet.
It's so much of my past that I hate talking about. I really wish I could have done
Anyone
a lot of
would,
things different
Lauren.
in my past.
Yeah, obviously.
Before the sting too. I wish I would have done a lot of things different before then.
What happened before then?
Well, I had my septic business before then.
Oh, but I
idolized
stole
my
$30,000
oldest
from an
brother and
elderly
my sister.
woman.
My sister is the oldest. But I idolized Ralph and Lori.
I idolized them.
And
They screwed me over.
even though I knew for a long time that they both used me so they could get what they want, I still idolize them, and I think it's because my childhood affected me in a lot of different ways. Because when Dad wasn't there, Dad was never around. He left Mom with 6 kids when I was 2.
Yeah, and then you got a
Oh,
stepdad,
so
you
guys all
asshole.
alone?
Yeah, for quite a few years. And she met Dale when I was 3, but we didn't move in with Dale until I was 9. And so there was a lot of years there that it was just Mom and us 6 kids.
Nope, there wasn't.
And so I
Right.
idolized.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
It's weird.
Basically, yeah. and
There's only 5 kids. Plus, just the concept that he met us when he was 3, and it was only he left
No, there's 6 kids, 5 and him.
No, wait, what?
Yeah, there's 6 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No.
6. Yeah.
I thought Michael was the 6th.
No. Michael would be the 7th.
All right, hold on. Paul, Richard, Ralph, Lori, and Lorne.
And Roy.
Oh, Roy. Okay. Whoops.
You forgot the
I forgot Roy.
Magnum Papa himself.
So he had 4 brothers and 1 sister.
1 sister.
He was the 5th male. Man. All right. What?
Jesus Christ.
Natty Daddy, the
Never
Mag
one of
Daddy.
my older siblings at the time. But then as I got older, my idolizing Ralph and Lori just never went away. And especially Ralph, because I mean, he was my oldest brother and the only father figure that I had for a long time.
Well, didn't your mom have
Who was 9?
Dale?
She had Dale, but Dale didn't come around all the time.
Dale
I thought you
literally
said you
made
guys
the
worked
house
with
that
him.
you lived in.
Yeah.
You ungrateful little
Yeah, it's like a Sarah Boone. Right? The man built you an entire house so you could all have your own rooms up in little what do they call it?
You little
It's not-
trolls could
not
have your
Cornville.
own place to live.
What's it? Cambridge, right? Richard obviously flourished. He's on the basketball team and everything. Best smile, best couple,
smile. Yeah.
cutest couple.
Boys Club.
But
Boys Club.
doesn't he accuse
Best club.
Richard of being one of the people that he had sex with?
Yes, he accuses Richard and Paul
Of doing what?
molesting him.
Which
Oh,
we don't believe at all.
We don't believe that.
nobody.
He's repeating lines from RSO class he's heard in an attempt
I was
for
just going to
any
say.
kind of justification.
And that's actually the most clever thing I've heard him to do so far.
Yeah.
Right, but the awesome thing is Debbie shuts him down, or Tiffany
because
shuts him down right away.
That's one of the things that really drew me in about him is that the women, who he's talking to, they do not. He gets such a. I mean, it's a wasted on him their intelligence, but like, it's just so satisfying to hear them call him out on everything, even though it leads to nothing.
Well, it's just fun for us to hear because he's
it's fun for us. It's a lot more
it's
fun.
also necessary because he denies it all. He denies reality all the time.
Right, and it starts out with the
That's a
actual
good point, Rob. That's a
the
good point.
actual like Dateline thing is these women posing as girls saying all the things that going along with it so that we get to catch him of the way a young girl really might.
Right.
Sorry to interrupt. Hear me out. And Sum, I sent you something via email. You should take a look at.
Email?
Well, I don't have Suma's phone number.
What is this, the 90s?
I don't have Suma's phone number, so it has to be email.
Why don't you just send a fax?
Yeah. Well, you don't have a chisel and a stone?
Yeah.
Carrier pigeon.
Tied to a carrier pigeon. What is this? Oh, nice. Nice.
I'm going to look at a second, but I'm sending my thing in here.
Oh, okay. This is the actual Lorne Armstrong. Okay, I'm going to.
This is what I use to help keep everything straight in my head.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can you present it and then I can bring it up?
Oh, wow.
Or,
I can try, yeah.
or is it not on your?
This
Is it on
more
your phone?
complicated than
I
a
can
Mormon
present it. Just give me
family
a second.
tree.
I could do it too.
If you can do it faster, I just have to send it to my computer.
Okay, now I could probably
Thank
do
you.
it faster.
This is going to be helpful. I'm going to have to.
Got to study it.
I need a projector. I have to project it on my wall.
Wait,
Just-
Sue's,
I need a bigger wall.
Sue's phone number is 916-484-1134.
I was about to say, what the hell's wrong with you?
I was like, I asked him earlier before we went on. I was like, "Is Derek okay? Ex-Derek okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, he's busy." I was like, "Okay, that's fine," And I was like, "Really? Now you're just giving out my."
Hear me out. Is the woman with the blonde, beautiful bang your wife?
No.
Wife
Seema.
is blonde and beautiful, though.
You've seen my wife.
A real blonde and beautiful.
I'm old. I don't remember stuff. Hear me out.
Okay. All right, here.
You
Well,
are
I wish you
blonde
could.
and beautiful, though.
Thank you. I'm not really blonde, but I am right now. Thank you.
She's East Coast nightish. Don't even bother.
Shout out to that queen.
Okay, so this is the Lorne
Ancestry.
Oh, that's extensive. What we need to do is create this same thing for the catfish characters.
We do.
But the problem is they crisscross so much.
I've tried it. It's tough.
Yeah.
Is this tree all the victims that he has?
No, these are his actual his actual relatives.
It's a big family.
Wait, so is there a Lauren on this tree?
Lauren's in the center at the bottom.
No, Lauren. Ian.
So
Lauren,
he
no.
has a
Haven't
10
seen it.
in his family tree.
A what?
He only has 10 people in his family tree.
No, Lauren's at the bottom. He's got tons of people here.
No, I'm looking at it. I count them up. It's 10 people.
Yeah, Octo. Lori's like the majority of the family tree. I don't.
Oh.
Lori's like
Lori?
a quarter of the family tree.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Where's his
It's
mother?
10
What's her name?
people.
So his
That's weird.
mom's the one on the
Oh,
left.
so it's more people that just don't have pictures.
Yeah.
Oh,
And even the pictures, we only have one clear picture of one relative. The other ones are censored for whatever reason.
Yeah, for obvious
Privacy.
reasons.
Roy doesn't need censorship because
is it more
he's
men
Roy.
than women?
Yeah, I
that's
think
a
there
good
are more
question.
men than women.
Well, that's the first problem.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
It
There's
should be more
a
women
Derek
than-
Armstrong?
There is a Derek Armstrong.
Oh my
course.
God.
There is,
Is there a
Derek
Randy
Armstrong.
Armstrong?
There's
Who
a
was a Randy?
Michelle? There's a Michelle, just like Michelle Simpson? Oh. This guy's entire life is a joke. Like he gets catfished. People using the real names of his relatives that don't
Women
even know
love-
it.
My favorite is
Hear
that
me
there's a
out. Women
bunkie.
love prisoners.
Wait,
I like that Hear Me Out is actually getting flustered, which you rarely see.
Where's Bunky?
Bunky is on the right
Any
side all by
frustration
himself.
that's coming from Hear Me Out is it's YouTube.
You saying it's an act?
It's an act.
No, I can't act. Okay, wait.
I've never met a more happy or jolly man than Hear Me Out.
I'm happy right now, but I'm frustrated. I can be frustrated and happy.
Lori
Let's not
inherited her
confuse
dad's
happy and
veto.
drunk.
Okay, wait a minute. He just says cocksucker, Bunky.
Bunky,
Who's
yeah.
yeah, well,
cocksucker.
where is he? He's not in with any family.
No, he's not.
Wait a minute. I don't want to get nothing confused. So you're saying that if you suck one cock, you're not gay?
No, you
to
are a
Lauren,
cocksucker.
no.
Lauren, no. Yes.
What does Lauren have to do? I'm talking about you, Hear Me Out. If you suck only one cock, that means
I would
you're
say
not
I
gay?
would say I would be gay if I did that.
Mm.
Even if you were just trying it?
Or in prison.
Yeah, like I said, I know the warmth of the fire. I don't need to stick my face into it to know
Right,
that I don't
but
like
I'm just
it.
talking about under pressure. You didn't go along with it, but
What
under
kind of
pressure.
pressure?
Or you're
You run
talking about
into
like
if you run into like a Fleece Johnson and he just want to introduce cock to your face, you didn't want to go along with it, but you got the bottom bunk.
How does that introduction go?
Listen, bitch, I understand you got this red hair. I don't want to violate you, but look at my cock and balls. Are you gonna take it all or just the
Well,
tip?
with a polite introduction like that, I don't really know how you could say no.
okay,
No,
Octopus. She
but
says
it's a loving. Who's it? What's her name under you? Hear me out.
Suma.
I don't know how to say that, but it's a
Suma.
loving
Suma,
thing. I'm gonna be patient and understanding with you while I pull out this brown, beautiful, meaty thing that looks like a beautiful Snicker bar. And I'm just gonna say, I don't want to ram because the head of it.
That's right. It's technically as long as you don't kiss, you're
Not
not.
to a beautiful woman like you.
cheating.
I'm saying, Hear me out, and me. He got the bottom bunk, and I got the top bunk, and I'm tired of climbing up on the top bunk, and I want the bottom bunk, and I just give him like the 2 inches and say, "Listen, you don't have to take the whole thing. I'm not trying to, suffocate you."
All right, back to Lauren.
Yeah, we did when I was 9. We didn't move in with Dale until I
For
was
how
9.
long though?
It's only 8 inches from the
Mom met
base.
Dale when I was 3, and we didn't move in with him until I was 9.
Yeah, you
Dale,
said that. I mean, like, how long did you live with Dale?
well, from the age of 9 right up until I graduated high school.
Oh, so you had a father figure.
Yes.
I did. I had a father figure, but he still.
Oh, well, you made it sound like
He
you were
didn't have-
raised by your mom.
Well, I was raised by my mom.
Yeah, and Dale.
And partly Dale.
Well, until you were 18.
Dale never gave
Dale raised the RSO side of him.
any fatherly affection, and a lot of Dale really didn't teach me a lot of things that he should have taught me.
Like
what?
having porn mags.
Yeah.
Like anything, as far as the only thing Dale taught me was how to work in the woods. That's basically the only thing Dale taught me: was how to work in the woods, how to plant a garden.
Work in the woods.
He didn't take me out and teach me how to do mechanics. He didn't have any.
Well, I would doubt that Lorne took any of his
What
advice.
does prefer the edge of chairs mean?
She likes to sit on the edge of chairs.
She likes to sit on the edge of chairs.
When he asks her, why don't you come sit next to me? She's like, oh no, I like sitting on the edge of chairs. Or isn't that the line or something? She's sitting on the armrest.
She's sitting on the armrest, and he says, "Why don't you have a seat?" And then
Oh,
she
I like
goes,
sitting
"Oh,
on the edge of chairs.
Never knows when
I
she's
like
gonna
to sit on the
have
edge of chairs."
So why doesn't he respect her wishes? Let her sit on the edge of chairs and just put the head on her forehead.
It's
Well,
a
That's the
different
whole
chair.
thing. Just every now and then to get her comfortable with it.
She's a decoy. She's there to get him arrested. That's it.
And
Also,
actually,
he doesn't know
for
what
the
he's doing.
And for the chairs, she was instructed, I believe, to have them sit there, and then she would have to be standing and preferably behind the chair. But their idea was they wouldn't be able to get out of the sofa fast enough to attack her. Although,
Right.
what's his face, Lurch, got pretty close in
Yeah,
that
he did.
episode. He was scary.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. He don't know how to have fun. What you tell her is like, just lean back a little bit. Let me put it on your forehead at first.
What?
Put it down your nose and
Nightish. We're talking
what I do? Hear me out.
We're talking about a child.
We can all hear you.
I thought this was a grown woman.
This
No,
is a grown
he
woman.
The person playing her is a grown woman, but he thinks she's 13.
Oh. So this is some Chris Hansen shit. He
Yeah,
comes to the
exactly.
house with a box of donuts and it's like, did you know you were talking to a 13-year-old girl? What are you
That's
here
exactly
with
right.
donuts? Oh, okay. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. All right. Here, I'll get just to catch you up. Where is it? Video font. Distractions. Just so we can clear up the whole edge of chairs thing. Do you know how far into it is, you think? Exterior?
Edge of chairs, it's pretty soon. It's
I need Hear Me Out to put that wig on.
I'm not Sarah Boone right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not the point.
Here.
He just wants to see you in that way.
All right, hold on. We'll do it 1 second here.
Casey's trying to make sure.
No.
he don't appreciate nothing.
Did you bring
Condoms?
Thank you.
It's very pretty.
Very pretty.
Where's
Oh
the
my
pizza?
God.
I was waiting to eat because I thought you were bringing some.
Yeah,
We weren't bringing you any
pizza.
pizza.
Yeah, we're gonna bring
weren't
you
gonna
pizza.
Bring me something?
Well, yes, I was. And
I've
I did.
listened to this an unhealthy number
Did
of times.
you bring condoms?
Yes, I did.
Where are they?
Out in the truck.
Well, what good are they going to do in the truck if we're in here?
Well,
Well,
yell at me,
Yell at me, why
why
don't you?
I haven't had a kiss yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like a kiss
well,
first.
then what did you want to do?
Well, I want a kiss
kiss
first.
first.
And then what?
Can I have a kiss first?
Well, let's talk first. We just got
Okay.
here.
Would you like me to go out in the truck and get my stuff?
No, it's all right.
No? You don't want your thing right now? Present I gave you?
Well, what is it?
Well, I can't tell you. That wouldn't be much of a present if I told you.
Well, you can go get it in a little bit or something, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit, not as bad as you thought you would be.
Not as bad, but I still am kind of.
Yeah, and she's just owning him the entire time here.
She owns that room.
This young 19-year-old actress is just dominating this pedo man. And he's probably sweating buckets.
Nervous. I'd rather like talk a little bit first, and then like so I'm more comfortable. You know.
That's like cool.
That's like cool.
Good. I'm really glad.
I don't remember.
I like seeing you in person.
Yeah, I like seeing you too.
Good.
Really? He's reclined?
Yeah, he's reclined with the massager on.
Of course he is.
My butt's getting hot.
This is getting hot. How come?
the heat warmer.
It's like heater too.
You gonna have a seat too?
This is the birth of it all, Suma.
There was.
This is
there
the
was.
Big Bang.
You gonna have a seat too? Here we go.
Press the red button. It's like heater too.
You gonna have a seat too?
I like to sit on the edge of chairs.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hi, sir.
How are you?
Rob
All right, how are you
knew
doing? What's happening?
exactly when it was. Rob Sop said,
There it is.
It's right before Chris goes in. And Rob, like a boss, just owned that. Nice, Rob.
Hi, sir.
Not too much.
Not too much.
A whole lot.
You a Boston fan?
Yeah, actually, I don't even watch baseball.
Watch baseball. Boston
Dog
Cat.
with me. Yeah, I mean, there was literally no, not shit for talking about sex in the house. The whole time growing up, there was one porn magazine in the house that was from when Mary Ellen Walton was in it. They all liked her.
So I looked that up too. Mary Ellen Walton.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's another TV character from the Waltons. He's not naming the actress. He's naming the fictional minor daughter.
Are you serious?
Just like Laura Ingalls Wilde or whatever. Yes. Suma, you know these old timey shows. Nidish, you might know it too. The Waltons.
Yes, I do.
I know the Waltons. Yeah.
And Bonanza and Big Valley. I know all of that.
doesn't
The
even know
Waltons
Uncle
had
John's
John Boy. John Boy at the end of the night would ask if everybody turned the light off. Yes, I know the Waltons.
So Mary Lou Walton, or is that one of the characters? Mary.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, when the series ran, what age did she go from until? Like, was she a majority of the series?
She was a minor. She was a minor.
So again, he is just naming the it'd be like somebody saying
And
Lisa.
you slow people, just Google it. The Waltons. That's a real thing. John Boy was the central character, and all
HearMeowt
these
is the only
years
one who
was
doesn't know.
minors.
Age 13 in season 1.
Yeah, age 13.
Half pint.
So it is not a coincidence that he again is naming this minor character just like he does with Laura Ingalls. He doesn't know the actress name.
I understand that y'all see Hear Me Out and y'all think that's a beautiful blonde woman, but that's a man. And I understand that y'all see that other lady up under him. That's a grown woman too. The Waltons is a whole separate thing.
That's right.
Oh, hold on a sec.
I would love to hear his take on the Olsen twins because that must be really disgusting.
What the fuck was wrong with me at the time?
Route Irish, $20.
The Olsen twins, although they aging like bread, they still
Not
like
good.
young women. When people think in their mind about the Olsen twins, they think about when they was on TV and they was very young.
Yeah, but
Right now they
people
look
wanna
like
think about them that way.
paraplegic old ladies, but
Right, but I'm sure that he remembers the Olsen twins, you know, when they were little things.
yes, little girls.
Oh, I got to read the super chat here. Great show. I am a Red Sox fan.
Boo.
We would never accept Lorne. He can be a Yankees fan. Well, I'm sure
No,
there's
he
plenty of
can't.
pedophiles to go
No, he
around
can't.
for both
He
teams.
cannot be a Yankees fan.
Not
and
acceptable.
half of this stream here right now.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's be honest.
Oops.
We heard your super chat, but you meant red cock. You don't have to listen. It's 2025. You don't have to be in the shadows anymore.
Okay. No, you guys are Yankees fans? Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not. Listen, I'm just New York.
I'm an Italian from the Bronx. Of course, I'm a Yankees fan.
I thought you were Colombian. I'm living a
No,
lie.
I'm
every
half and
day.
half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
He
give
deals drugs
Jimmy
like
a
a
little bit of
Colombian. He
relief.
imports like a New
He
Yorker.
cooks
Yeah,
like
you're
an
not red. You're a blonde man, so you don't have to be a red cock. What would you prefer to be?
Oh my God!
It's not a
Stop!
red cock.
Route Irish can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying.
He's
I know.
but I mean,
So
still,
the
Yankees
farthest
are
we
not,
ever
we're not
got the
claiming
Mariners.
Lorne. We are not claiming Lorne.
We know
I
it's
know
a
it's a
joke.
joke.
Route Irish. We're just
it's
teasing
all
you.
good.
Yeah.
Speaking
Because
of
I
Olympian,
understand that redheads are devils. They're demonic, and you should
I'm
not.
not a redhead. I
So
just have,
which one?
for some reason, red beard hairs. I don't know what it is.
I'm not saying you're redhead. I'm just saying that Santino and
He said
different
it.
redheads and like Richie Cunningham are demonic. I think that's blonde hair or brown. So just let it be known you're not a redhead. You don't mean harm when you come into different demonic spirits.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's all positive. If your demonic spirit shows up in one of these succubus, vampires, or whatever else, you're not there to cause harm.
Okay. Well, let me address this comment here. He's obsessed with Olivia Newton-John from Greece, who played a high schooler. Octopushy, I don't know. You may not have seen the trailer, but it was this. Xanadu Cats. Oh.
Yeah. What y'all need to understand is Hear Me Out is not a redhead. He's in Xanadu.
I'm going to mute you a second. I'm going to mute you a second. So I was wondering if anyone got that tie-in from the trailer from Olivia Newton-John, but I don't know that many people saw it.
I didn't see it.
Well, now you just saw it.
Yeah.
Xanadu Cats. And I think that really just demonetized the entire stream because it did not
You will stop at nothing to demonetize this.
Yeah, you just want to demonetize your own stream.
It gave me a double strike when it did it. It said
it's the only thing on my thing that's like not demonetized.
This is a copyright video and a song.
We could have had this being watched for hours, but not so fast.
Now I would argue that somebody who's truly watching to see Xanadu would not enjoy the cats on the screen. So I find the video.
So I take your side no matter what, 100%. Whatever you think, that's what I think.
All right.
But hold on, going back to the Casey call, is he saying he had a Playboy with Judy Norton nude?
Yes, that was the one copy because Dale liked her.
Who's Judy Norton?
Mary Ellen Walton.
Yeah, here, listen very, very specifically.
With me. Yeah, I mean, there was literally no, not shit for talking about sex in the house. The whole time growing up, there was one porn magazine in the house that was from when Mary Ellen Walton was in it. They all liked her and wanted
You're
to see
cutting
her.
out again. I don't know what you're saying.
Mary Ellen Walton was the older sister.
I don't know. Mary Ellen Walton was 13 at the beginning of the season or the series.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, because I guess
Dale really liked her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I grew up with zero porn magazines.
He had a
in the
younger
house, and
sister.
somehow
I
I didn't
why.
become a pedophile.
He didn't
Again, Lauren, your story is bullshit.
Fine.
Oh, this phone.
All I heard was
Exactly.
porn magazine.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Man, it's just the area. When I cut out, it's the area. It's not the phone.
Yeah. Means stupid.
No, means not stupid.
I have service in California all the time.
Oh, well, yeah, that's because there's so much smog that it keeps the signal keeps bouncing off the smog.
What an idiot. What an idiot. Hey, Nidus, you're still muted. I know Nidus is gonna have something to say about this. He comes from
I have
Oakland.
nothing. I respect your channel. I have nothing to say.
Okay.
You hurt his feelings.
This
I didn't
is
hurt his.
Oh, how?
Are you happy? You hurt
No,
Nidus's
okay.
feelings.
You know what?
I am happy because I see Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa Claus.
No, he's
And
asking if
they're
if-
beautiful
if-
blondes. I like her lips, her nose, and her little what do they call that shit in the front of her hair? her.
Okay, we're gonna mute that.
Yeah, it's enough.
Sure.
I mean, thank you.
What I was saying was there was only one porn magazine in the house the whole time that I was growing up. And that wasn't until I was like 15. That was of Mary Ellen Walton because they all liked her. But that was
You're
only in
doing
the
it
house
again.
for a
I
short.
can't hear you.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it back outside and see if it does any better. It's supposed to be cold tonight, so that might be why it's interrupting the signal.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, how's that?
Temperature affects signal.
I don't know. Continue talking and I'll let you know.
She's so
All right.
uninterested in him.
Yes.
That porn magazine that was in the house
I'm in
wasn't in the house
love with.
very
I
long.
think her name is Suma's Bond.
There was
Okay, that is
literally
talk to
no
you later.
talking about sex in the house or when I was around there. When I left, I don't know. So when I leave the house, I don't know what they talk about. So Mom and Dale didn't even sleep in the same.
Oh, okay, continue.
Mom and Dale didn't even sleep in the same bed when, well, Christ, I think since I was like 14, I think.
Oh, that's right. He never heard his
Yeah.
parents having sex.
Okay.
Dale built a big.
That
Dale built a
bothered
big
him.
house for all of us kids
That would
to be able
bother
to fit in. You know,
I mean, I don't know. Did either of you? You don't have to confess if it's true or not. Did you ever?
Once.
My brother did.
Once.
No,
Famous brother did. I never did.
Not
No.
good.
not good.
But
No.
Brief, but not good.
but it's somehow but even like it was it's a classic test, right? I didn't. My brother did, and both of us didn't become pedophiles. So
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, it had no effect on me except for, I should have followed my instinct because when we were staying someplace, so I was like closer to them than I normally would be. And I heard it, and my instinct was to scream out, "I'm awake." I was like 10 years old, but I didn't. And I have regrets to this day.
Yeah, go with your instinct.
It didn't change me, except for I just wish I hadn't, heard it. That's all.
earmuffs.
Yeah.
I'm in a happy place. What were
It
you
would
like?
have been better if I didn't have to also.
Were you on a family vacation or something in
Yeah.
like in the same room?
No, but
Okay.
it was a small like an adjoined room.
Like a cabin or okay, whatever. Gotcha.
Yeah, like an adjoined hotel room. I don't remember the details, but
Wait, Rob, stop. Let's not shame those who want to hear their parents banging. All right.
Oh God.
I didn't want to. I mean, I didn't want to hear it, but Lauren did, I guess. So
He did, and it bothered him.
Yeah. Bothered him. Yeah.
His whole thing with not understanding how sex works, like that only makes sense in terms of like pregnancy. Like maybe you don't really understand in terms of like time of the month and like how women can only get pregnant at certain times, right? Like, but it's very easy. There's a hole. It's something like who could not figure it out? There's like that joke that was a fake viral story, like, Russian couple has tried to get pregnant for 10 years, and the doctor finally explained to him that, he was sticking it in the caboose instead of the front. Like, how do you not figure it out, right? There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, there have been thousands and thousands of people, like even back in, let's go 10,000 years ago. What was there sex ed going on?
Everyone has figured it out.
Yeah, everyone has figured it out. Except
Every
Lauren.
idiot has figured literally
Except
everyone.
Lauren.
Except Lauren.
He's going for the back of the knee.
He
doesn't
even
even know what
had
he's
a
going
porn
for.
magazine. He even had, okay, all right, I see here, right? Okay, this goes here. Okay, got it.
Ralph and Lori and Roy and Paul and Richard and me, and Ralph and Lori had graduated and left high school. Ralph went in the Air Force, and Lori married a guy that was going in the Air Force, so they were gone. And Roy and Paul wound up going out to California with my uncles, and so there was just me and Richard left at the house.
Interesting
So
NWA.
Dale took 2 rooms and turned it into 1 room, and he moved down that room, and so that he would be far away from Mom, because she was at the other end.
Hold on.
And I was right in the
You
middle.
didn't have, you didn't
Who
have a father
cares?
figure because there was one porn magazine in the house
Yes.
and not like several. I'm not understanding.
No, you're not understanding that.
Wait, Kim, I just saw this. Kim Caltagroni? Kim Caltagroni? I'm not the best at reading. My first live, I'm getting here late. Well, thank you for being here. I've heard Lorne calls on your channel, which were bad enough, but I'm watching him try to work his magic on TV is almost embarrassable. You've not heard enough Lorne calls, then apparently.
It just gets worse.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the father figure.
There's Margarita.
yeah. How dare you make me interested in Lorne lore? Yeah, it's the vortex of Lorne.
To an extent. He taught me how to work in the woods. He taught me how to play in a garden.
Yeah.
He didn't teach me a bunch of stuff.
Okay, but what's with the porn magazine? That's
Good
what
question.
I'm asking you.
There wasn't much sex talk in the house. That's what I was trying to say. There wasn't much sex.
I never
sex
had
anything.
porn playing around the house.
Which also means he has no friends, because that's all you do when you're teenage boys. You talk about sex, right? I didn't even want like we're not bringing it up all the time, but there's always that one friend in the group that is just hyper focused on it, right? And saying these things, right, Eric? I mean, maybe it was just at the Christian school I went to.
Oh
You
no,
went to
yeah,
all-guys
no,
school.
yeah, that's a big thing for
Christian
teenage
school or
boys.
Catholic school?
Christian. I didn't. No Catholic.
So yeah, I went to Catholic school.
Those heathens.
I don't know
Yes,
why I had to say this, but-
no matter what, you're gonna have that one friend that has the porno mags or whatever, and they're all gonna be talking about, oh yeah, I did it, whatever. But so he has no friends as well.
No.
Either.
There wasn't much sex or anything in the house.
So
They didn't talk about.
Good.
They didn't talk about
How does
sex.
he know?
Yeah, it is good, but when
What families are
when
talking
you
about
go
sex
without-
all the time?
Yeah, I would say that'd be entirely inappropriate for
Inappropriate.
Dale to become like, hey, I gave it to your mom real good last night.
I mean, it's one thing if
Wanna
you're
hear
constantly
about it?
talking about sin, but that doesn't sound like that's what was going on.
No,
here
that's
either.
he wanted the carnal knowledge.
He wanted the hands-on.
Hands-on experience.
Yeah.
learning it, you don't. When you have parents that don't sit you down and tell you about it, when you go to have sex for the first time, it's like you're completely clueless.
Well, yeah.
It's so stupid. You aren't clueless. You are clueless about the negative aspects of it because it is ingrained into human DNA to happen. Like that's why human bodies are designed how they are. It's not complicated, right? You can figure it out at any point. Jesus.
Well, I was 19 when I lost my virginity.
Bullshit.
I was a 29-year-old.
Liar.
Yeah, so the 29-year-old is the one with 3 kids, remember? That they were skiing and ran into each other and on the hill and again, a babysitter.
Yeah. She had 3 kids.
That's right, Kim. He
That's
blends
nice.
whatever he can.
Yeah. Well, she was nice. She was a nice person.
right as well.
But I was so naive back then, and
Kind of gross.
No, this would have been the Reagan years.
Huh?
That's kind of gross.
Why is that kind of gross?
He was 29.
And
He's
she was
too old.
29. She was hot.
She was hot. She was hot.
That's what I was looking at. She was hot. I was 19. She was hot.
He could not wait to get
So
to his
what
parents'
happened?
living
You
room
had
to
sex with her and
recline
you
on
just
their
had no
lazy.
idea what you were doing.
Yeah, I really didn't have much of a clue to what I was doing.
No kidding.
And your parents
Still don't
never
have a
taught you
clue.
how.
Just
No, they never had sex talk with me at all. It was actually my brother-in-law that my sister married. I only have one sister, So I've got a bunch of half sisters I don't know, but I've only got one full blood sister. So my brother-in-law was actually the one that sat me down when I was 17 and had a sex talk with me.
What's the sex talk?
Good question.
Telling about the female anatomy and
Like
male
that,
anatomy.
yeah.
And,
You still don't know the female anatomy.
He doesn't remember the sex talk. It never
Use
happened.
a maid, and and what happens when the seed and
You didn't know how babies are made till you were 19?
I knew how babies were made.
How do you
And
know
what's the
that?
sex talk? Give it to me. Pretend I'm a virgin.
Oh God.
How do you know how babies are made, but you don't understand how to have sex? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. It just drives me insane, his stupidity, because what he's talking about is like basically one of those like courses that you do on like a weekend retreat, like how to please your lover or some kind of like bullshit that he's talking about. Like
I wonder what he did to have someone sit him down at 17. Like, what transpired there that someone had to sit him down and be like, all right, listen.
Yeah. You're telling me it was like warm, wet air. What are you talking about?
I do wish Casey at this point asked him, like, okay, well, how many clits are there?
Well, no,
right.
he asked him
Well, he'd be like a lot.
It's coming up in the next couple of calls.
Yeah, it's coming up later. But like right here, like, okay, you got the sex talk. How many clits are there?
Well, he's going to shy away from it, so she doesn't have the opportunity.
What's the sex talk?
Just telling about the female anatomy and
So I think this is
and
episode
male anatomy
9 here.
and the use a maid and and what happens when the seed and
The seed?
You didn't know how babies are.
Don't call it the seed. Don't call it
Yeah,
the
don't
seed.
call it the seed. I don't think Suma realizes this, but that this is the Lorne line. Are you okay?
I was actually worried.
Are you okay?
No, but I think
Oh, that's
Route
what-
Irish
that's-
really
that's-
did have
okay, yeah.
surgery.
Oh, are you okay?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, he's dying from laughter. That's what the problem is. It's stomach surgery. He's laughing too hard. We are killing him with comedy.
Obviously. Who are we not killing with comedy here?
But this is the Lorne line. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Lord,
Like,
are you
that's-
okay?
Well,
Are you
he's very
crying?
concerned.
Well, that's what he says to Kayla when she's like nervous about talking to a 37-year-old before he's coming over to her house. Like, are you okay?
I'm showing up anyway, but
Did somebody hurt
You
you?
were 19.
I knew how babies were made.
So what's the
But
sex
it's
talk?
like,
Give it to me.
just-
Pretend
Yeah,
I'm
come on.
a virgin.
oh God.
Jesus.
He told me about the female anatomy. Tell me about
Give it to
female
me,
anatomy.
like,
How do you know how pregnancy works if you don't understand the female anatomy?
like you're telling me.
I don't think he knew how babies were made either. I think he's just saying that because he knows he would sound completely stupid.
I mean, you could tell him how babies are made, but he doesn't care about that. He doesn't understand that that's.
The baby grows in the stomach.
When I first heard about how babies were made, I didn't believe. I thought my mother was lying to me.
I think so. The first pregnancy kind of thing that I saw on TV was something with the Brady Bunch. I think one of them maybe it was like a made-for-TV movie special or something. This is the early 80s. And I think I always imagined up until I knew, like when I was like up till the age of like 8 or something, right? I think I thought the way babies were made was the mom just decided to eat more and grow the baby.
That bitch just gets fat.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
pregnant women eat and they're always eating. So like, okay, I want to have a baby now. Now I'm going to eat. It made sense for me.
I don't remember what I thought it was before I found out what it was, but I was like, shut up.
Mom,
Like that's really.
Mom, stop kidding around. Tell me how it's really.
I am not going to do that.
Giving me the sex talk. Let's hear it.
It's embarrassing for me.
It is embarrassing because you don't know.
That's what's embarrassing.
But the weird thing is, he's smiling as he's saying this. He's not really pissed. He's like, oh.
He's never pissed. He
I'm
cannot wait to
shy.
talk about all the wrong things.
Well, let's do it. Get it over
Hello.
with then. Hello.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for me.
That's okay. I don't mind.
Oh, no, you don't mind because it's not you that's giving it. Of course you
So tell
don't
me
mind.
about it.
Why do you want me to give you the sex talk?
Want to hear the sex talk?
Why?
I've never heard it from a guy's perspective. I'm curious.
Okay, pause real quick.
Casey.
Yep.
So this is how Lauren explains. This is Lauren's sex ed for Kayla. Lauren A.
No, he doesn't explain it yet.
20014.
He doesn't explain
Okay.
it yet.
Now look at the part that sticks out and looks like two lips. See
Oh, wait.
them?
Wait. Wait, what? Are you sharing something?
No,
wait.
I'm reading it.
What are
I'm just
you
reading something.
Oh, say it again then.
All right. So Lauren says to Kayla, okay, now look at the part that sticks out and looks like two lips. See them? Kayla says, yeah. Lauren, that's called your clit.
Once again, we are wrong.
Wait, that's not it?
What do you mean?
You know what? It is it.
Honey?
That's it.
We'll talk later.
Hey, boo.
We're going to have to
questions.
We'll draw you a diagram later.
All right, go ahead.
Proud Irish is going to be on a news story. Man killed laughing to death in his
That's
Staples.
something not funny.
So I had gum surgery last week, and I was sitting there, and I was all numbed up, but I was listening to Lauren, which is a bad idea. When the gum surgery, the person is there literally with a knife, just cutting. Right, and I just said that, and then I was listening to Drunk Cockhead, and then she came to the line of the Molly, bath salts, Xanax. I was just like, trying not to laugh physically, but it was bad. I was like, why did I do this to myself? I could come out with no gums in the front or something. Oh my God, why'd you laugh so hard?
I don't want that.
I don't feel comfortable.
It was actually pretty easy.
That sucks.
I know.
Well, come in. I'll give you the sex talk.
No, just give it to me now.
No, I don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
Hmm.
Whatever, fine.
Did you say bye?
I said, whatever, fine.
She's not saying
okay.
goodbye.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah, Kayla would have taken sex ed at that point. I did 5th grade. When did you guys have it? Or, I don't know.
I went to a Catholic school. There is no such thing as sex.
I don't remember sex ed in school. We may have had it, but
It was
like
5th
it was
grade.
like biology.
It was called, I remember the name. It was called Mobiles in the Wind.
See, that's what happens when you go to a Christian school and not a Catholic school. Sinners.
Mobiles in the Wind. I'm like, what?
Mobiles?
Yeah, why mobiles?
You know what a mobile is, right? It
Yeah.
blows.
Like a mobile. Like
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, but we weren't, I don't even know that we were fully informed on what it was going to be. It was like an evening event, and it was just like, we're Mobiles in the Wind is like on this Thursday, we're just kind of sitting there like we'd just been calling the police station saying, like, why are we here? I don't know.
So
Well,
this was like a candlelit evening thing.
No, it was in the gymnasium. The parents were there, all that kind of stuff. But
Oh, sexy.
yeah, it was great.
I mean, this is not how I would do it, but okay.
But the
Did
boys
you learn stuff or?
boys and girls were separate, which is different than the sex that we got in 8th grade. And I remember the 8th grade one because it was during the trial of OJ. And we had to walk back up from the Presbyterian church that we were taking it at back up to the junior high up the hill. And as we were walking up, it was a Friday or a Tuesday or whatever. And somebody's listening to the radio, going, OJ's not guilty. But
Yeah.
I don't know why we had to do it twice. But I guess maybe the first time they felt it wasn't sticking.
For some reason.
Well, we called it mobiles in the wind.
I get really shy on some stuff now, and it's because of the crap that they did to that Church of God bullshit.
Mobiles in the wind at 7:00, science fair at 8:00.
There are some things that don't feel comfortable. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Well, I was just trying to have fun. Sorry.
Well, I know, but if you're
Fish my cigarette.
Fish me, then I'd be fine. But
Same voice. Still my cigarette.
I hate what they did. It affected me quite a bit.
Oh, please.
And it sucks because I want to be able to talk to you right out straight and about everything, and not have moments like this where I feel like that.
Yeah. So you don't trust me, is what you're saying, basically.
Exactly.
I trust you. It's just
It's just like when we got back and I was in the car.
I'm gonna let play. I gotta get some from upstairs.
Keep
it funny.
Same questions. And,
Try.
And it makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you probably don't understand, but well, why would you want me to give you the sex talk anyway?
To record it
Because
for
I thought
us.
it'd be funny.
Yeah,
Let me hear
we all
it.
do.
Well, when you come see me, I'll give it to you.
He's such
Nah.
a
I want it right now. Funny, like in the moment, you know? Now the moment's
we'll
gone.
find the moment.
You ruined
We'll
it.
find the moment.
Moment's gone.
Well, we'll find the moment when you're here.
When you're here.
No thanks.
We'll find the moment. We'll find the moment when you're here.
No, moment's gone. Bye, moment. Gone now.
By erection.
We'll find the moment when you're here. I really wish I.
No.
And this is before the itinerary, by the way.
Oh, before an hour and a half for yoga, that itinerary?
Yeah, that.
It's close, but it's before it. Ravina, I can think of nothing sexier than a early 50s
Man, grown ass man,
man doing a duck face.
Bluetooth headphone, one ear.
Yeah.
Duck face.
I really wish I could get you to understand how I feel about with that.
Right, chatterbait.
Right, because you've been catfished and I'm a catfish, apparently.
Yes, you are a catfish.
I didn't say that.
But it's
just
okay.
I get really uncomfortable. I get really uncomfortable with the questions like that. It's
Okay, then don't
know
give
I
me the sex
Once
talk.
you're
That's gotta be
here,
fun.
Once you're here, we can have the sex talk.
You think the sex
That's
talk
gonna
would
lure
be
her
the-
over there.
You think the sex talk would be
Just
before the
talking.
shower?
It's gonna be during.
Well, I think
I
all
mean,
of
that's
this
how I-
nervousness is related to his conversation with Bryce, and Bryce being like, look, I see all the photos you're sending, I see all the text messages, and
He's nervous.
he's nervous because Bryce probably said something like,
Yeah.
all your shit ends up on the internet, makes us look bad, makes you look bad, and we're gonna have to deal with this. And so he's like, you know, even though it doesn't matter what percentage he's confident in the fact that Casey's real. If it's even 1%, well, it's potential vagina. So he has to believe it's her, but he just cannot bring himself to talk about it yet. In like a couple days he will, but
yeah, Bryce
I
is
He's not
a
gonna
weird
let it
person.
go.
He's not right now.
what?
He's not gonna let it go.
What'd you say, Extra?
Oh no, I was responding to Margarita asking if Bryce is a real person.
Yeah,
Bryce,
Bryce
is Lauren's PO was Lauren's PO officer.
One
Yeah.
of the few real people.
Yeah, just imagine a more infuriating, frustrating job than being this guy's PO.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
God.
I get so shy with shit like that.
Yet we see a picture of you on the right of where you're showing your penis to a 13-year-old within the first hour of talking to her.
Never shy enough.
That's funny.
Is it?
Mm.
What's funny about it?
You never had much talk about sex in your house growing up?
No, I learned in school. We had like sex ed.
We didn't.
Cool.
They were even shy about bringing it into school. They talked about it. They wound up not bringing it
Everyone's
in.
just shy. Everyone's uncomfortable and talking about it.
Well, they were. It was a big topic of whether or not to bring sex ed into the school.
Oh, that's why May sucked.
Yeah, exactly, Ravina.
There weren't too many states in the states that had it, and sex ed
Everyone's
in
a
school.
baby. Can't talk about sex.
There wasn't too many states that did have sex ed.
Hey, I would have voted for Reagan.
Okay.
Dukakis?
The whole United States.
All right.
They were worried.
Was Dukakis against Bush?
They were worried about what kids would do.
Think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know.
They were
Carter?
concerned that kids would go out and have more sex
Right.
and wind up with more pregnant teenagers.
Okay.
That's what it was. Oh shit. What about in New Jersey? They didn't have any fear of teenage girls becoming pregnant.
No, we learned it in school.
Well, yeah, but
So they taught us that in sex ed. Sex ed's not like, they don't like tell you how to have sex. They tell you how to have safe sex.
exactly. So
Right.
that wouldn't bring up the thought of, okay, now we know how to have safe sex, so we can have more sex
Safely.
safely.
Carter was stacked and
Stacked and jacked.
Not if you're safe.
Condoms are not 100%.
Yeah, they're like 99%.
What is
That's
he
not 100.
arguing here?
Well,
There's
He's
always
a
that
sex
1%.
offender.
No, he's arguing here. He's arguing about the safe sex, right? Because I've asked myself. He's arguing because he is now switching to you don't want to have sex with it when it's not with me. Don't think it's safe. Right? Condoms aren't 100% safe.
You think that's it?
I think that is 100% it. I'll back it up. I think this is 100. This is 100% his jealous. The jealousy region in his brain is on fire.
yeah, they're like 99%.
But that's not 100.
Well,
There's always that
ain't nothing's
1%.
100.
That's right.
All right. I'll just never have sex again.
Well, no, don't go that far.
See,
Huh.
he wants her to have sex with him,
Only with me, where it's safe.
but she should not have sex with anyone else because he's.
What about Sex Boy?
Well, I mean,
I don't go that far. I
Sex Boy. She has assured him she's not having sex with him. He's like, well, yeah, I know you explain that, which is stupid. For Mrs. Doubtfire 3. Is there even a sex scene in Mrs. Doubtfire 3?
don't want to be unsafe.
Oh, well, I'll get a vasectomy then.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's necessary.
Then you don't have to worry about it.
Mm.
Lorne would give himself an
What, you
at-home
want me to give a vasectomy?
vasectomy if it meant he could get pushy.
DIY.
What's that?
Some garden shears and
I think he would castrate himself if it meant he could have sex.
I think someone should castrate him.
He'd be voluntary eunuch. Although that might make him gay if there was a man doctor. What if there was a male doctor?
No.
Makes him gay. The guy's touching his nutsack.
No, male doctor can't.
Yeah.
No, that's
Nothing.
gay.
I don't think they would do it.
It's what? Does that
Very
mean?
homophobic. He hates homophobes.
Tubes inside of them. Really small tubes.
Here's more tube talk.
Oh, the tubes, yeah.
No, I found the line we were talking about the other night with the sex talk, and I sent it to Suman. Let me scroll up to read it. You're talking about the vaginal tubes, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I remember. I did read it when you sent it. Yeah.
The
line
is
was
a series of tubes.
Where is it? The line was.
Hang on. The male penis going into the vagina, spreading apart female tubes, the vaginal tubes. It hurts, but it feels good to the female.
Yes. You wouldn't know this from text, but he said he doesn't say vaginal. He says, or no, he doesn't say vaginal. He says vaginal. Is that what?
Okay, yeah, I couldn't. I was pronouncing it properly, which is
You were pronouncing it properly.
Yeah.
He says vaginal, just like he would say
it feels
penile.
good for women. He's got a lot of nerve.
But the penis is spreading apart the tubes.
I mean, that makes sense. The penis spreads apart the tubes.
Not really.
Inside of his nutsack.
Nutsack.
Huh?
I'm confused.
Never heard of a vasectomy?
All right, we're gonna back this up.
Oh God.
What, you don't want me to get a vasectomy?
What's that?
So where a guy gets snipped, so can't have
what?
kids.
What does that mean?
The tubes inside of them. Really small tubes.
I'll type out the quote for the chat here.
Inside of his nutsack. Huh?
I'm confused.
Never heard of a vasectomy?
No. You snip tubes?
Yeah, you snip the tubes.
I'm sorry.
You really never heard of it.
Are you getting uncomfortable? Should we stop?
Oh, well, no, I'm fine. Smart ass. You've really never heard of a vasectomy before?
No, I said no, I haven't.
Yeah, there's nutsack.
Where a guy gets his tube snipped in his nutsack?
There's tubes
I didn't know
everywhere.
that's what it was.
And Paul got one, my brother. He wanted to make sure he never had any more kids. He had two.
Cool.
He said he thought, well, they thought they were going to have another one. Then his wife wound up not being pregnant. It was just a false
There's the
alarm.
quote in the chat for you.
So Paul got
Let's see.
got his vasectomy
You
done.
get it done after you think she's pregnant. Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose?
Yeah, it does.
Right.
But if you get it done after you have the last kid that you want, then you don't have to worry about having any more kids.
Mm.
How do you have kids?
He's sneaky.
Wish Blue Boy said, "Where do babies come from?"
Oh,
The clit lips. God.
guy sticks the penis in the vagina.
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
That's it. You just put it in there.
That's it.
That easy.
I feel uncomfortable. I really do.
All right, then stop.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Now you know, Baba Ganoush. Finally.
If only you were here, I'd be fine.
Oh, you asshole.
I'd show you in person.
I'd still get red in the face, but
There's nothing worse than men.
Not like that I get uncomfortable
feels
with it.
good for women.
Yeah, because I
Especially
know
him.
exactly what it would feel like.
Yeah, and also, I mean, him. This is also the kind of
Hello?
Hello.
There you are. All right.
You
I can
just
hear you. I'm
you
just
just
sitting here.
stick it in and you leave it there, and then a baby comes out.
Do you not like that I get
It's like a
uncomfortable with it?
dispenser.
Right.
Casey, I don't want to be uncomfortable with it. Talking about it with you.
Okay.
It's just really difficult for me over the phone.
That's what you said.
And that's what I said, but do you understand it?
Mm-hmm.
Kim, there were real people. There were 2 real girls,
I'd
at
love to have
least.
phone sex with you, but even that would be difficult.
Well, I'm not asking for that. I just wanted the sex talk.
No, I know, but the whole thing is difficult for me right now.
Okay.
It sucks. It really sucks. As far as like I used to be, I just blur it right out and not have a problem.
Okay.
Did I tell you that Jamie called me today? Did I tell you that Jamie?
This is called
Ooh,
10.
those
Today.
juicy steaks.
Yeah, you said she did. What she want?
Oh God, she was
Oh.
drunk.
He was drunk.
She drank last night and was drinking all morning too. She wanted me back. I told her no.
Aw.
Lorne has so many women beating down his door. He has
All
to tell
after
him,
him.
turn him down.
What do you mean, aw?
Poor girl.
He has to.
But then immediately he's like, "Oh, wait, why are you saying oh?
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to be a couple. Why you should be jealous of her."
He wants
That's
to
the whole-
hear it,
Yeah, it's the whole reason he's bringing up Jamie calling,
of course.
and he doesn't get it. So he's just like, he's so stupid.
What do you mean, poor girl?
That she was drunk calling you in the morning.
Oh no, yeah, but
That's
I
not
wouldn't think you'd
funny.
be rooting. I wouldn't think you'd be rooting her on to get me back.
I feel bad for her.
I feel bad for her too.
She's drunk.
I feel bad for her too. I feel really bad for her.
I'll say, so Kim, we can straighten this out. So he communicated with 2 real girls before the sting that weren't part of the trap based on his communication. Now, he tells the story of Melissa showing up at his place and said, thank God his nephews were there, so we could be pretty sure nothing happened there. I personally don't believe that there was a in-person meeting set up between him and Molly, and he went instead down to stalk her and it didn't work out. So I don't know that he ever got to victimize them physically, but he definitely was a predator online.
If he could have, he would have, but
If he could have, he would have, definitely.
but he can't do anything. So also,
Yeah.
Kim, I need to know if that's your doggy. I asked you before, but I don't think you saw.
Yes, we need to know, is this your dog or is this
These are
a
things I need to know.
have you kidnapped this dog like Lorne
Yeah, I need
kidnapped
to know
all of his
the
dogs?
whereabouts and the well-being of this.
We need a
canine.
newspaper from today, the dog holding up the newspaper
Are we-
from today to
hold
know
up.
that this dog is safe and saying, I am happy.
Yeah, because he looks so unhappy.
Yeah, can you give us a proof of life, please?
Well, she's such a nice girl. She just.
No, you were like laughing a second ago. It sounded like so.
Well, it's just because she's.
Yes, Bull Rush.
God.
Oh, God.
she was drunk and
Circle again, Lauren. Try to make her jealous.
she missed us and wanted us back.
Us.
I told her no.
She missed
It's
us.
not going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Then all of a sudden she blurred out, yelled for Will to come in the room. Well, she didn't yell. She can't yell. But instead she claps her hands to get Will's attention, get him in the room.
Who?
They're living, Will, her friend Will. They're living in the same house with Jamie's ex-girlfriend. They're friends.
Oh, okay,
They're
cool.
just friends. But she clapped to get Will to come into a room. And Will come in and
Yeah, Octopus. But I'm of the opinion that he found out where she was going to be and went there to confront her to see if she was cheating on him. Basically, she said she was going to the fair. The fair is not that big. I've seen it. It is someplace easily that you walk around and you could run into somebody, just like a fair that I know north of here, right? You do a couple laps.
This isn't like a major state fair? Like some huge...
It's... So, I know so I don't know if anyone knows the area. So Puyallup, this is not Puyallup State Fair level for anyone familiar with Washington, right? We're talking maybe 5,000 people total, 10,000 at any one time. And the way they're set up, right? It's like a oval, right? And you're kind of going, because you got to keep everyone within the grounds, right? And so enough time, if you're there for the day, you do enough circles. Like it would happen all the time with me and my brother and my mom. We went to the Northwest Washington Fair with my grandma, and we just like, okay, well, we'll see you later, right? And just walking around enough, you run into the same people over and over and over, because they're just like local congregating spots, if that makes sense. So it's not hard to run in. It's not like a baseball game. Right? Imagine a baseball game with only like 2 sections of a stadium, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like you're going to run into the same people, and a grandstand. Well, everyone's going to go to the grandstand at the same kind of times. If they're going into the ride section, well, you're going in and out, and then you got the food court section, right? So it's not that an expansive area.
Well, she has Will's phone for the talking device. That's what she uses for a talking device.
Well, I'm giving you the greatest gift ever, Kim, but we also need that proof of life picture from your dog.
I told Will that me and her were back together, and I'm like, Jamie, why are you telling Will that? I said, I told you no.
Do we know if this actually happened?
There's no proof, to my knowledge.
I mean, there could be another call that came out. I mean, there's always calls, like I said.
There's more calls that we haven't heard yet.
4 new calls came out this month alone. That's the other thing about Lauren that keeps on giving. We keep getting new content, even today.
Will says, oh, great. They're going to have another round of this, huh? I said, Jamie, tell him it's not true. Then she upgraded it to we were getting engaged. And he said, oh, God. She said, am I the best man? I said, Jamie, why are you saying this stuff to him? I said, I told you no. And then Will left, and she started crying, and I really felt bad then.
Fascinating.
I take no blame in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fine with the blame.
It's very odd.
I've been blamed for worse.
It's very, very odd. I just want to get away.
You claim that's your dog. We need to see
At a German Christmas market. That's convenient.
Yeah, we need to see a handwritten sign, just like they do on like OnlyFans or something. Like my screen name is Kim C whatever, and then in front of the dog.
OnlyFans is not what came to mind for me.
No, well, I don't know how.
That's not really like a proof of life thing, but.
No, not proof of life, but you're saying this isn't some random picture of a dog, right? Because if this dog could be popular online on Instagram or something.
Could be.
And, yeah, could be.
Of course.
And so their owner, maybe Kim's in contact with the owner and say, oh, I'd love to see him with a picture of today's newspaper. No, now we need to have it below, scribbled on there, Kim's dog.
I'm going to actually need to get hands on this dog.
Yes. I'm going to have the dog holding up 3 paws. Like,
I need personal time with this dog.
Fixing that.
He's very cute, that little doggy. She's
such a nice person. And she was mean to me for quite a while. Not today, but when we were together.
Yeah, sounds like a
mean to me
great
for quite a while.
relationship.
She told me today why she was mean to me for so long. And
Why is that?
Because of the way that Winnie acted. Winnie acted mean.
Winnie.
Who's that?
See, I feel like this has got to be a call because there's no way Lorne could come up with this in his head. This is a very Will comment, right? I was mean to you because Winnie was, and I thought you would like me more. Right?
Winnie is the one that portrayed you.
Oh, yeah. I haven't listened to those yet.
Well, Slothcat is a guest on Monugros. It's West Most's, or the most worst Monugros.
Right.
Slothcat barely provides any commentary on any of it.
Where is Slothcat?
However, Slothcat is vital to the show.
He is vital.
I will not take any Slothcat slander.
No, but he just
not tolerate this.
He just comes with like, hell yeah.
Also, I have a question about. There's someone with the name New. Is it New? No, Reborn.
Yeah, Reborn.
Yeah, Reborn.
Will.
Is that a reference to the Reborn dolls that are babies that look real?
No, he was
Oh,
originally Heelborn. That channel got killed, and they changed it to Rebjorn. Right?
Oh, there's a J involved, like Bjork.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a J in there.
My bad. Now that you say it, I remember.
Yeah. Winnie acted mean to me.
Yes, Slothcat does all the cartoons.
Was she mean?
Oh, yeah.
Slothcat is the most important part.
Then too.
And she was what?
There were times that she was mean then too. Strange you.
Rhoda's funeral is one of the greatest things ever made.
Jamie told me, she said, you accepted it from Winnie, so I thought you liked it. I said, Jamie, that's why I don't like Winnie. She said, I didn't know. I want us back together.
Why are you mocking her?
Such a dick move. He should never mock anyone that says they want to be with him. He should beg the universe for anyone to want to be with him.
No.
What are you talking? A catch like him?
Yeah. This is who shows up and
you know
completely reclines himself and turns the fucking heated
massager
massager on the chair. That's who we're dealing with here.
Plus, who wouldn't want this body on the right?
Yeah, all
Look at
reclined.
this body.
Warm. Disgusting.
My family was making fun of my tan lines this weekend, and I was like, because I have a farmer's tan. And I was just like, I don't understand what you think I'm doing during the day. I'm not out there tanning myself.
You're going strapless.
Well, they accused me of not having to do work ever, and that I should be working on my tans. It kind of devolved from there, but
you should, yeah.
Yeah,
I did do a couple interviews this weekend for positions, and I didn't want to do them, so I'm glad I didn't get them. I don't think so.
I'm not mocking her in a bad way.
Oh, it sounded like you were.
No.
Mocking her in a good way. No, I don't walk around with a tank top on, Abagadoosh.
Bothers me that because I know how she feels.
Members only tank top.
So, what are Stu and Roy doing today? Or what did they do?
They actually went over to Mom's and met Mom. Sue met Mom, and Mom taught her how to play some card game. And
probably canasta.
Charlene and Shirley are going over to Mom's to play cards tomorrow. She was going to go over and play cards with them.
What a fun vacation.
Huh?
I said, what a fun vacation.
Well, she's 62.
You want me to spaghetti straps up here or something?
And he doesn't have a vehicle.
You should wear what Casey's wearing in that picture.
I guess he did.
Strapless.
Strapless? No, I don't think so.
Well, Just saying.
The ladies here will never be satisfied by another man.
She knew all that, so but she loves Maine. She loves Maine too, so I can see those two getting married.
You're such a dick.
Haven't they known each other for like 3 weeks?
Yeah,
And you can see them getting married.
I can because they're so much alike in so many ways. And
How so?
it's just, but well, the way that she loves animals, he loves animals the same way. The way that he's a country boy, she's a country girl. The way that they
Country boy, country
love
girl.
affection, they both love affection the same way. They love.
Who doesn't love affection?
What does that mean? Well, Germans don't love affection.
Ein, zwei, drei. Ein, zwei.
Heißen Sie sei Süßemann. But how would he know who the fuck likes affection? He doesn't know anything.
Well, you've got to, like I said with my rules, I asked Reborn about the rules. I think the rules for Lorne's attraction are 3 things. Number 1, they have a pushy, right? That's one.
That
Number
has
1.
nothing to do with.
Well, what number 2? Well, let me go through the 3. Suma.
I apologize.
What the hell?
Stupid mole.
2, they've got to be young enough to be his daughter or granddaughter.
Yeah, I agree
and
with
then
that.
3, they have to want to talk to him, right? So,
Yeah.
once they're engaged in a conversation, right? Because Lorne is continuously rebuffed by anyone. Nobody wants to talk to him. Nobody wants to talk to him. So his baseline is, you are talking to me, therefore you are sexually interested in having a relationship with me. And when he sees other people talking to each other and aren't naturally just like repulsed or running away from it, it's like, oh my God, I'm a Cupid. I'm a matchmaker. These two love each other. They're going to love each other forever. So that's what he's basing it on.
Okay.
Right?
Cuddling up with each other.
But go ahead. I cut you off earlier. You can go.
No. I don't remember. Just that makes sense.
You
do
what was I
not.
going to say? Oh, I was just going to read this again. The male's penis going into the vagina, spreading apart the female's tubes, the vaginal tubes. It hurts, but it feels good to the female.
That's nice.
It was just interesting explaining why it hurts and feels good at the same time, which would only be important to somebody who was like a virgin and their hymen is breaking or something. But
And not even, I mean, that's such a male view of how, that's like such a male wanting to have an impact, And
oh my God. Man,
like
I rocked her world.
but it feels good.
No, I rocked her world. It was like so.
I heard her, but she was still in fucking ecstasy.
Yeah, she was like in so much pain. Like, oh my God, you're like so
like,
big.
Ow,
oh, but it feels so good at the same time. I can't stop.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
I don't know why I'm doing a male voice for the female side.
Well, because you're being the male saying it, because there would be no.
In their head, that's what they're thinking. Like, yeah. She wants it so bad. It hurts so hurts so good.
Hurts so good.
So good. Ouch.
So good. Come baby. Hurts so good.
Kind of pain.
What?
It hurts, but it's good kind of pain.
Sometimes love don't feel like it should, and maybe hurts so good.
The match made in heaven.
I've checked something.
You make it sound so simple. There's more to it than that. If you could see them together, then you'd see that. I can see that Roy is so much happier being around her than he has been in the last couple of years. The last couple of years, he's just been drunk. And with her, he drank 3 beers one day without him.
Kim, I don't know if you've read on Wikipedia how cats mate, but it sounds entirely painful. Like it describes the cat's penis as having like barbs in it, so they can't get away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats never sound like they're having a good time. Not that I'm eavesdropping, but they sound like they're having a better time than my parents did. But still. And for a longer time too, they're having a bad time.
All right, we've got 19 likes right now. We need to get to 20. And if we, or else I'm going to play Xanadu, cats. I just meant to take down the live. I didn't mean to play another one. We got to 20, so I could turn it off. There we go.
Before she got here, and then
The Xanadu movie terrified me when I was a kid. I don't know if anyone else saw it when they were younger.
I've never seen it.
No, we have. That's the one thing that you've seen that we haven't.
So Xanadu, if I'm remembering correctly, there's a wall. It's Electric Light Orchestra did the soundtrack, which is why I love it. That's Electric Light Orchestra.
I mean, they're amazing. And I love Olivia Newton-John. May she rest in peace.
So if I understand correctly, having never seen it as an adult, there were some roller skate girls painted on a mural on a wall, and they came to life, and then they like had to do something in order to remain alive or be real people. But it was just frightening to me that there were people coming off the wall as a mural. I totally did not understand it. And this is also because my parents showed me Jaws, Aliens, everything before the age of 10.
Yeah, instead of having the sex talk.
Yeah, no, I remember I remember specifically eating a Happy Meal, watching the end of Jaws 2 with him biting the electrical pole on the island and frying the shark. So, yeah, so that's my upbringing, and that's why you get what you get here.
Now it all kind of makes sense.
It all kind of makes sense, right?
Pretty much been concentrating on her.
Well, I hope so, since she flew down here. There.
Yeah. And she's.
Oh yeah, Margarita. I cut out so much of that clip before and after because it's really awful. But the music is great.
She's a pretty nice person.
Yeah.
She bought Mom some flowers today and brought them over to her. So Mom's got them on her table.
Cool, Lord.
Mom gave me hell for inviting her down here.
Right.
Gave me hell before.
Remember what lines are coming up? Hold on.
For inviting her down here. So and now I told Mom, I said, see? I said, here you are giving me hell for inviting her down here. I said, and you meet her and you see that she's a nice person. She said, yeah, but it's dangerous. And she said, it's dangerous. I said, I know it's dangerous, but it's more dangerous for her than it is for us.
It's more dangerous for her than it is for us because she's coming around the Armstrong boys.
Hear me out. I said something in the back chat.
Okay.
Because she's a woman.
What does that mean?
It means because,
Eric.
Because females are more apt to be attacked than a man is.
Yeah, but I mean, so you're saying you and Roy would attack her?
Yeah, probably.
No.
No,
hell no.
Oh, hell no.
No. Us Armstrong boys.
That's Armstrong boys.
Yes, you Armstrong boys. Move fast. You don't.
I hate the way he says it, like they have some kind of reputation, like some good reputation.
Oh, I think Roy has a reputation.
But I mean, Richard was, we could see, the golden boy. Like he was on all varsity sports, right? But the way he says it, like, oh, you don't want to mess with the Armstrong boys. Like, nobody gives a about the Armstrong boys unless they are on their property, right? Nobody is saying like they're the vigilantes of justice or whatever.
They
it's
aren't
just really conceited, like to have this inflation. Like I never say that it's the boys when me and my brother are out. You notice how I did that? I bleeped it out so you couldn't see what my last name was.
Very clever.
It's Dutch. It starts with a V. That's another hint. Here we go. Actually, if you're a member, you could probably see the video where I'm wearing my last name on my jersey. So
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I know your last name. I think it was in a thumbnail clip.
Yeah, wait, just put it in the background. I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
No, we don't attack women.
What? We don't attack women? Well,
We
that
don't
makes
attack women.
true. Just girls.
But Lauren,
Yeah,
most yes, that is true.
Finally, the truth.
But most people don't attack women, Lauren. Like that's not like a thing.
Yeah, that's not a flex.
It's not a flex.
Yeah, no. But not a flex the way he means it or the way it actually is.
I haven't been accused of rape more than once. You know, hey, most people are out there raping all the time. Not us. Not us Armstrong boys. Are you gonna put my last name guess in the back chat there, X-Eric?
Oh, hold on.
Hit women, we don't.
It's not Von
We
Dutch.
don't do that. That's a big no-no.
Good guess though.
They raised my mom, so.
And Dale.
So we have, yeah, and partly Dale. I'm not actually, no, Dale.
Well, you make it.
Am I right?
You've done it multiple times now.
I guess
You're
I'm
close.
dead.
You've added some letters.
I'm okay.
Mr.
You'll understand more when I
Time
tell you.
you were 9.
It was in a
you were an adult.
thumbnail, man. I don't have much.
I'm kind of upset with Dale,
Why?
and I have been.
I'd be
for a
embarrassed
long
if that
time.
was my last
I've been
name.
upset with Dale.
This sounds like an
For
idiot
what?
last
Because-
name.
Idiot.
Because growing up, he was the only dad I knew, and
And that made you mad?
then. And that no, that didn't make me mad.
Oh yeah, Von Erck.
What made me mad
That's
was
a
him
great
and Mom were
last
together
name.
for 27 years. And Roy and his first
Hear
wife
me
got
out, Von
divorced.
Erck.
I am
Yeah.
Xavier. Come back.
And she started hitting on Dale. Well, she was hitting on a lot of the elderly guys in the town. And she actually took one guy away from his wife that they were together for 20 years. And he became intelligent and got away from her. Her name was Kathy.
You're getting further and further away with these
He
Vaughns.
went back to his wife. Then Kathy started hitting on Dale. And the whole time since Dale's known Kathy, he's always called her stupid. Because she was just stupid. The way she acted and everything. Just stupid. Well, Dale would go for walks around the block, and it's a big block. It's like
I don't understand the
total-
point of that story. He would always call her stupid because she's just stupid, but then he ends up marrying her.
Yes,
I don't understand
right.
including that in your story. And I may have forgotten, but were they already divorced at that point? It was Roy's ex-wife that Dale started flirting with, right? They didn't.
Oh,
he didn't
was
start-
it?
I think that was what it wasn't that they were married and Dale started tapping it.
Oh, I thought that was what happened.
Here, let's back it up. I was saying.
87 of 87 rating wise. And in his
and
class.
he became intelligent and got away from her. Her name was Kathy. And he went back to his wife.
All right, Chatterbeat. Just
then Kathy started
Billy's
hitting on
confirming
Dale.
it.
And the whole time since Dale's known Kathy, he's always called her stupid. Because she was just stupid. The way she acted and everything. Just
Called her stupid because she's just stupid.
Well,
Lauren
Dale would go for
calling
walks around the block.
somebody
It's a big
stupid is
block.
too good.
Like the total would be about 4 mile walk. Well, he'd have to walk by the road that she lived on. So she would wait down the end of the road for him to come up by her driveway, and then she'd walk with him. And the whole time they were walking, she'd be hitting on him. And she'd have him go up and fix the roof on her house and do stuff up there to fix stuff for him, because Dale would do it because, it was Roy's ex-wife, and he felt bad for
Yeah,
her.
Roy's ex-wife. There we go.
To help her. So the whole time that Dale was there fixing stuff, she'd be hitting on him. So Mom wound up finding a receipt for a bottle of wine. She was doing laundry, Dale's fans. And she asked Dale about it. And that's when Dale told her that he had an affair with Kathy.
I'm tapping that ass.
And
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
and Mom and Dale split up, and when Ralph walked in, and it was just Mom and Dale and Ralph in the house. Mom said that
You can class this up a little, play some Romeo and Juliet in the background.
she told Ralph asked what was going on. She told Ralph, she said Dale cheated on me with Kathy, Ralph looked at Dale and said, "If you weren't so old, I'd fucking punch you." And Dale said,
I don't think there's anything that would prevent me from punching a man that cheated on my mom.
No, me neither. I mean, no
I
man.
mean, the older the better. I don't know. I'm not going to get any Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
"I thought you'd feel that way." Well, Ralph named his first kid's middle name is named after Dale. And so Dale told Ralph, he said, "Your mother needs to figure out what she's going to do." And Ralph told Dale, he said, she's not going anywhere. She said, "If anybody's going to leave this house, it's going to be you." So Dale went upstairs, packed his bag, and went and rented an apartment.
So there's a
Till Mom
30-year
got to the
age
position where
difference
she could-
between them, Dale and Roy's ex-wife. 28 years.
What's your point?
When you're
Just
laying
saying.
pipe, you just.
But this is Dale, not
Everyone's the
Ralph.
same age when you're lying down.
Yeah.
move out.
Disgusting.
And Dale
What
was
did you
still-
walk in on? You
he was
walked
still-
in on Tchaikovsky, Suma, X-Eric, myself, and Lorne Armstrong talking to his decoy from the TCAP sting. What
What'd
else
you
would you
do?
expect on a Sunday afternoon?
What do you think you're going to walk in
to
on?
Mom. Mom was really the only one that Dale would talk.
Yeah,
Would
they have
talk to him
2
about
kids.
anything.
Yeah,
And tell
that's
the way he felt and everything. And he was good to her. So when they split up, he gave her some land and stuff. Because he owned
a lot of
of
people
land.
sleep
He
in
gave her
separate
some
rooms.
land, stuff like that.
Is the music
Oh, that's
too loud?
nice
Let
of
me know,
him.
chat.
It was. He's. To this day, I still love him.
Well,
You know, and-
so they were together
Yeah.
until you were 27.
Till I was
What's the
30.
matter?
Just get tired talking about it.
Okay.
It does. It bothers me. To this day, it still bothers
Oh,
me.
cry,
Shut
baby.
the fuck up.
Mhm.
It has nothing to do with you. You are a 30-year-old man.
nothing fucking bothers him except for all the wrong things.
Well, no, it bothered him because he never thought Dale would leave the kids when they were in their mid-30s.
What part of it?
He's acting like he's like some 7-year-old kid who's gotten attached to Dale.
Yeah, he's acting like that scene from I, Tonya. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie.
Oh, I haven't
Like,
seen it. I want to.
It's really good. It's one of the greats.
I've
Watch
heard,
it. It's so good. But she's like, "Don't leave me," when she's like 8. Don't leave me with her. That's how he's
Yeah, and
acting.
Octo brings up a great point. Dale and Mama Gwen weren't even married.
Yeah, but he was around for 27 years.
He still built those little heathens a house.
I never thought he'd leave his kids. He's about to say it. I think he's saying it right here.
I feel like kids are always pissed at the wrong person.
Never thought he'd leave us.
Nice.
After 3 decades.
What did he say?
I never thought
he'd leave us.
I mean, at that point, is it really considered leaving?
It's not. No. He raised you to
It's not
adulthood.
like he did more than he should have.
Yeah, he did more than your good-for-nothing dad did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
His dad gave away Bunky's or his toy to Bunky.
It's true. Bunky, that quacksucker.
Or I'm
He really
turning up the
did
music because
everything
nobody's
for me.
complaining about it.
Yeah, he's
That's why I'm still mad at him today. Last time I went down and saw him. he was
Saw
about
him.
5 or 6
How's the
years ago.
divorce?
Him and Kathy got married and they had 2 kids.
Kathy, Roy's wife.
Roy's ex-wife.
Oh, so it had a happy ending.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
for Dale.
real happy.
for Dale. I'm not so exactly so sure it was a happy ending for Dale either.
why would happen with that?
If he married her and had 2
Dale
kids.
thinks-
Yeah, but they might not have been his. Listen.
Dale thinks 100% that it's his kids, but other people have questioned it.
A lot of people.
Because Dale's brother Colby lost his marbles a long time ago, and I mean, he'd talk to himself. He actually, Colby had 8 kids. He was married and had 8 kids, and one day he just lost it. And he went in the house, and he went home from work in the middle of the day, and went to his house and grabbed his gun and told his whole family to get out.
What does it have to do with
Cops
Dale's
called and everything, and got Colby out of the house.
All right, so Dale was 66 when he ran away with Kathy.
Yeah.
And had 2 kids at 66.
Young age of 66.
I mean, mad props to Dale.
We had a field across the road that we had a chicken house that Grampy built. And we had that across the road in the field. We told Mom and Dale told Colby that he could stay in that. Mom would bring Colby over meals and everything. And so for a long time, actually right up till the day he died, he lived across the road.
What is the point of the story, Lauren?
But he'd help Dale with stuff, and he'd do some things around the town for some people for a little bit of money, and just to help them. But some people in the town seem to think that they might be Colby's kids.
The guy who went insane. Why would they be his kids?
I don't know.
So anyone would be bored to death with this conversation. Kim says this is not the conversation a teenage girl would want to have. Nobody would want to have this conversation. Like, this is your classic, like, idiot who thinks that his family is more interesting than anyone else's.
An AI transcriber wouldn't even want to have this conversation.
Nobody wants to. I mean, a telemarketer would not be interested in this.
All right, so that's the end of call 10. I know you said you wanted to be out of here, but no, that was call 10.
Oh, that was 10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind.
A happy little accident that you got all 4 calls in here.
Oh, all right, sweet.
What we're going to do is we're going to listen to Xanadu Cats again just to make sure this is demonetized, and then there'll be an outro.
Don't take any chances.
And we will see everyone probably next week. We'll try and get some Sarah Boone content created again. In the meantime, anything you want to say before we leave, Sumo or Eric?
No, I won't be able to stream next week, but y'all can.
Oh, you're gonna be we're gonna be in the
I'm at Space Camp. Yeah.
Weebles Camp cabin.
Yeah.
Well, we'll miss you.
I'll replay crew it.
Well, maybe we'll just do the Sarah content and then wait for you to get back for the Lorne content.
All right, that's fine.
All right. Okay, Suma, anything you want to say?
No. Have a great week, both of you, and I will see you soon.
Oh, Rachel D, thank you for showing up.
Thanks,
yes,
Rachel
okay.
D.
She's been here for a while now.
Oh, wow. That's why they call it alcohol, folks. Yes, enjoy the 3rd rendition of Xanadu Cats and the outro.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I mean,